checker. 1, 2, 3. Let me hit this button, please. What's going on, good people? It's your boy, Gaming Dad. Let me see if I can fix this here. All right. Happy Monday. This light's a little bright on my forehead. Let me see if I can reduce. See what I can do. Boop, 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 boop. All right, it's a little better. It's a little better. A little better. All right, all right. Happy Monday, good people, man. Ruben in the building. What's going on, my brother from another mother? Welcome, welcome, and welcome. Happy Cyber Monday to you, too. Did you take any advantage of any sales? Basil YT, what's going on, my guy? I did take advantage of some things for my, I got some, memory cards, some stuff to kind of organize my room. Not major. I got a couple Christmas gifts, you know. Did I read? Oh, no, I didn't. Hold on. I gotta look at it right now. CMG, what's going on, my guy? Hold on, let me read this comment. I gotta find it. Nope, we don't want that. Don't. Let's see, hold on, where's I hate that. Hold on, what comments at? Hold on, maybe I gotta look to somewhere else. Give me a second. I know I'm old man slow on this piece. Content. See my live videos gotta be here. Boom. On which video? Let my win go towards your Christmas stream. I got you. I sure will, man. Listen, first of all, brother, listen. Man, first of all, Ruben, let me thank you. Basil, let me thank you, man, because those little extra dollars, man, be thoroughly helping out. But the Christmas stream is coming, man. Listen, this year went by so fast, man. So fast. And now we right back at it again. Let's see if I can. All right, there. I had to readjust my brightness. I couldn't even see the screen. But CMG is on the board. Let me get CMG on the board. Ruben 2. CMG. Gotcha. All right. So yeah, Basil, I got that comment, man, and that's a win. Oh, I got another. I probably need to. Another comment I got to look at. The great content as always. I have a quick question. I have a SafePal wallet with. Oh, somebody asked me a question. I was like, I couldn't tell you how to answer that one. But, man, listen, a couple things, man. Listen, we're going to talk about tonight, especially, Nintendo Joy-Cons. You see the pictures on the thumbnail. We need to check out. You know what? It definitely looks a little newer because, on one picture, you could tell they kind of rounded off the edges a little bit to probably give you a better ergonomics in the hands. So, yeah, we're going to look at that. Do I believe this is probably real? This probably are. This is probably real. Getting ourselves ready for, or it might not be real. Or, the only reason it might not be real is, I wish I could look at that other Joy-Con. The reason why I don't think that it's quite real is for this reason only, is that if those were the production Joy-Cons, you would typically see the lettering on the buttons on the right controller. Dub City, man, well, good morning to you, my brother. Let me get you on the board, Dub City. Don't forget to hit the like button. Kindly would appreciate it. Definitely helping the channel out. Um, so yeah, so that's the reason why I don't know for sure if these bad boys are real, because if those Joy-Cons are already assembled, then those buttons that's in that Joy-Con would definitely have clear lettering on it. And then the one on the right just don't have enough. It don't have enough clarity on it to. We're gonna look at some other not videos, but pictures of it. Cause I think I had to pull it up on I'm about to say Twitter, but it's X. Kind of figure it out, but it's definitely something we're gonna talk about tonight. You know what? I was reading this one article, and they posed a wonderful question, and I thought about posing it tonight in the chat. Matter of fact, I will. I'm gonna pose it in the chat. If you're on YouTube, I'm gonna start this poll, and you let me know what you think. Let's see. Steve M in the building, man. What's going on? I'm hoping my boy Cool Breezy get on here so I can talk about how Michigan beat Ohio State. My Switch OLED screen arrived and I installed it, but it's defective, say they. So the brightness stuck on low. Man, are you gonna uninstall it and send it back? Let's see. Let me finish typing this question out. Hold on 1 second. I want to get this poll question out. If you're on YouTube, get your vote on, and the poll should start. It should be live right now. Let me Stevie him on the board. Steve M, man, we got a big game this Thursday. He said, Gamecocks beat Clemson. I know, boy. So I talked a lot of trash to my friend. Listen, buddy, I've been talking trash. I ain't gonna lie, since like the third quarter, because I didn't get to watch the game because I was working. But I kept checking on my phone, and so I didn't start checking on the game until around halftime. And I saw it was 10-10. I said, oh. Because, I was like, okay, this Ohio State, number 2 team in the country. They spent all this money in NIL money out there. They got all these recruits. I'm like, oh, you know what? Ohio State is about to come in and put a 50-piece on my Wolverines. But did my Wolverines just save their season? They had just made the season just like that much better, man. I'm so happy as a Wolverine fan. I am ecstatic. I was ecstatic over that win. I don't care if it was about 3 points. You know what? They was predicting they put a 40 and 50 piece on Michigan. Them jokers only scored 10 points. Buddy, wait to school tomorrow. I'm having my phone linked to my boom box. I'm walking through the hall playing Hail the Victors. Because I would have loved if Georgia would have lost too. If Georgia Tech would have beat Georgia, woo, that would have been something. But enough of football. I wanted to watch RGT's video on Donkey Kong Country HD for the Switch. He said a downgrade ripoff. Wow, man, Bassett, man, I will appreciate the super chat, man. You know what? People don't understand, man. Listen, I'm even in my heyday, even when like I was first doing Switch content, and I was, it was jumping, and I still wasn't making like crazy amount of money, but I was, I was getting every 2 months I was getting paid, because I set my payment up on a threshold, like when it reached this amount, then pay me, and at that standpoint it was good, but like I haven't been making content like I should have been, I know, but and I really need to get back to it, but how However, I'm just not making the money. So a lot of stuff of lately just been coming out of pocket and stuff you guys doing in the super chats, man, which I'm extra appreciative. Um, but I'm still gonna make it happen, man. Listen, somehow, some way, if I gotta put it on my shoulders, so be it. You don't receive unless you give, and so when you guys do stuff like this, man, I thoroughly appreciate it, man. It just really, 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 really helps out the channel. Yeah, so got a few things to talk about tonight. Few things to talk about. I did my first non-news video over Christmas break. I went to GameStop and they had a sale going on, and I upgraded my pro membership. Just in case something special comes out of it, but I don't think it will. However, then I had some points, so I converted those points over. So I ended up getting Avatar: The Last Airbender. And I'm a big fan of the series, but man, that game is horrid. If you want to watch some terrible gameplay, man, go check it out on my channel, man. I tried my best, man, to really, really dig into it, and I was definitely not happy at all. The controls are really, really stiff. A lot of tedious, small little things to do. Nothing like I guess we've just been spoiled with these games and their level of creativity, but man, we just don't have it, man. So it is what it is, but man, that's a terrible game. Definitely avoid it at all costs. I'm going to give it away for Christmas gift to one of my kids in my classroom. And I know there's one particular kid. She loves Avatar. She really likes Avatar. She likes the Legend of Korra more than the original Avatar. But I think to get this game, she'll be happy either way. I'm trying to think of anything else. But yeah, man. Listen. Overall, what's been going on? I had a wonderful Thanksgiving, man. I just kind of chilled there with the fam. Went and got my son from school. Took him back to school last night, and boy, that was a chore. Driving through that traffic, and my son got his driver's license. Ooh, thank you, Jesus. But ooh, Jesus, he know I'm scared. My son just don't quite he don't got it yet. Like, I can trust him to drive around here, but to drive any further than what's in this small radius of my house and maybe Walmart, I'm not ready to do that yet. So I'm gonna pray he gonna get there. He gonna get there, but man, woo-wee. It's been something crazy. Like I said, good people, don't forget, man, if you haven't hit the like button already, hit the like button. Steve M says, I heard that Avatar game sucked. I tried the new Ninja Turtles game, and it's not what I expected. It focuses a lot on story, but almost like an RPG beat 'em up hybrid. Oh, is that the Turtles game that came over from iOS? If that's the same game, yes, it was very. I've played it on iOS, and it was very heavy on story. It was okay. It still wasn't like this. This I gotta say it. This next great Turtles game, but it was okay. It wasn't so exciting. I was like, oh man, I just want to play again. It's like, okay. Yeah. You know what? A couple of good questions I want to kind of explore tonight too is like the state of video games. Like we are coming to an era where we're getting ready to see the Game Awards next month, and saying that the Game Awards typically gives you a small glimpse into the future of what to expect video game wise. And so we have been spoiled with so many different games. It's like, it's really hard to keep our attention. And the video game market and these producers of these games, people that's making these decisions, are not taking that into account. And I keep telling people, like, you know what? I think that the biggest mistake that both Xbox and Sony has made is that they stopped catering to the 3, 4, and 5-year-olds. I think, once you start making games that's strictly for adults and you're not focusing in on the children, then you miss out. And this is the reason why Nintendo will always be successful, because every year there's brand new 4, 5, and 6 years old every year. And so you take that and you look at the current state of video games. You say, hey, you know what? Certain AAA games, as we're getting older, we don't want a game that's 100 hours because, like, hey, we got a life. And we're not even trying to look at those types of games. You just got to, like, games you can nickel and dime. They got to be a really, really powerful experience for us to really dig into. So it's going to be interesting to see how video game companies adapt to this change in the market, because people are not looking at video games the same way. Think about, like, if Concord would have came out, let's say, maybe 10 years ago, that game would be well received. It would probably be 100 million, not 100 million. It would definitely be like a 5 to 10 million seller if it came out 10 years ago. But with the market with so many, I don't think Sony really played the long game when making that decision. I think they should have really, really. They didn't do their homework. It was just like, it was probably some knee jerk decision. Even when they made that statement, remember that statement they made? Well, we're gonna have 10 games as a service. They just saw how much money Fortnite was making, and they was just like, you know what? Hey, this is our opportunity to jump in, and it's backfiring on them. I bet you money they went back to the drawing board more than just with Concord. It was probably a lot of different games. They had to say, hey, man, I got to jump back and really think how I make that next move. So it's going to be very, very interesting, man, how the market kind of plays out. Thank God we have Nintendo. Listen, look at the current state of video games, and just imagine if we didn't have a new system to kind of rally behind next year. What would 2025 really look like? It would be very interesting. It would. So I think this is another reason why people are just absolutely losing their marbles over any piece of Nintendo Switch 2 related information. Is because, man, like, if there wasn't Nintendo, what else would it be? I can jump back to the comments real quick. Let's see. Steve M says that was the Turtle game based on the recent movie. Oh. I might have to look at it, because that's different than that. The one on iOS, I think. It says was playing Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. I'm enjoying it. Oh, okay. That's that Ubisoft game, right? I bet you that was on sale for it might be on sale today. I might want to. I don't need any more games. I ain't gonna front. That's a good question. Did anybody buy any games this Black Friday? Now, I bought gifts, but I didn't buy anything personal for me. There was only a few games, like, but I don't even know it was on sale. Let me see. Let me look at Steam real quick. I said I wanted to. It was 2 games I wanted to purchase. I think. Let me see if NBA. Matter of fact, I'm gonna switch gears. I'm gonna put y'all on the wheel screen. All right, this is Steam. Let's look and see. There's a couple games but they're both on Steam. Okay, so NBA 2K25 is still $31.50. So I'm thinking about picking that up only because it's half off. And I like NBA, but I'm not a big fan of NBA this year. I mean, listen, they're gonna have to do some drastic changes to the NBA format if they want people to start watching that product again. It's just not very, very interesting into the playoffs. This is okay. See, I wanted to pick up Black Myth Wukong, but it's still $59. It's not on sale, and it's got to be on. I won't buy into that game. It's on sale because of it's like it's so many other games. NBA Playground 2, a classic. Hey, listen, I love NBA Playground 1. I'm not even front. NBA Playground 1, man, was like that deal. And I think why I backed away from 2 is because of the microtransactions. That just killed me. I was like, oh man, I can't buy into this, man. Hold on, let me see where I'm tripping. Let me back up out of this here. I see listen, Matt, okay, CMG, you got to answer the question for me. I'm assuming you picked that game up and you're playing it on your Legion Go. If so, man, listen, tell me how does it perform on your Legion Go? Steve, let's go. All right, there we go. I really, really like to know. But you know what, though? Listen, we're going to start today's conversation. It's a very good game, but it's hard. I can deal with a hard game. I just want to make sure that it plays well because you know what, I'm so into handheld stuff lately. So took me a minute, but I just recently downloaded Black Ops on my Legion Go. Cause I'm gonna try to play that this evening. Oh, it performs pretty good. Okay, see that's all I need. That's all I need to know. All right, so I'm gonna try my best to wait, and maybe come Christmas, that might be a game that I pick up. Um, yeah, that would be interesting. But we're gonna jump on with our first story tonight, man. Looking at the Lenovo Legion Go S leak shows renders of the cheaper handheld gaming PC. Is the Legion Go isn't cheap enough for you yet? There may be another option very soon. It looks like what you call that thing? A Rogue Alley with a taller screen. Hold on, good people. I forgot I had this last piece of cake. I got a nibble on it. It was calling my name. But let's read what it has to say. It says, okay, before I read, I just let's look at what it has going on here. Before I even read the article, a couple of things would need to happen. The performance can't be it can't take a step back in performance. So if the performance to me it has to be even a tad bit better. I would hope that the battery life would be better. Definitely talked about this. Oh, okay. Yeah. This is gonna be interesting. It says Lenovo Legion Go handheld gaming PC cost $700 when it launched in the spring, and while you can get one for $484 right now, there have been rumors about a revised Legion Go S that starts at about $399. Okay, that's a great starting point. Said Windows Central has a hold of some seemingly genuine renderings of what the upcoming cheaper device would look like. A firmware leak last week from Legion Go S 8 part whatever indicated that the cheaper machine will have AMD's Rembrandt APU inside. While it's based on a new Ryzen Z2 platform, video card points out that the chip will be a Zen 3 Plus core that aren't as powerful as the current generation Z1 Extreme. Okay, let me stop there for a minute. This is a reason why It's as nice as that machine looks. One of the reasons why I like the Legion Go, you can definitely tell that there is a power boost for sure in performance when it comes to, let's say, like the Steam Deck. All right, so it said we'll have a Z3 Plus core that aren't as powerful as the current generation Z1 Extreme, with Z4 cores inside the current Legion Go. Now, before I continue, man, the Legion Go, man, believe it or not, even though it's humongous, it's a beautiful system and it's very capable. I just wish, they, I wish a company would, I wish a PC company would look at this area and say, listen, we will offer a more premium model with a longer or a bigger battery and for a premium price. And you know what? I would be all about that. Absolutely straight up. I would be all about that option. Is it the USB-C ports up to the up top with none on the bottom, a circular D-pad? Okay, we can see that from the picture. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see. The Legion Go leaks show it will come in a white colorway with non-removable grips and triggers that resembles the first Azu Rogue Ally. The current Legion Go model has removable controller grips like the Nintendo Switch Joy-Con. So yeah, they just biting everywhere. They all over the place. So let's go back to these pictures here. It's a nice console. You know what? I mean, to go back in performance is one thing. You got to see what these games going to look like and how they perform on this thing. Another thing I will be looking for is definitely the battery performance. If the battery performance is definitely worth it, if it's up there, then this is a win for Lenovo. I think, you know what, as I said before, man, once a company really gets down and figures out how to make Microsoft and Steam all work in one ecosystem, whoever figures that out, man, they're gonna win this PC handheld war. But until they do, we'll see. CMG, are you picking up an additional Legion Go to go along with your current Legion Go? I don't think you need this little one, unless the battery life was just so outstanding that you just couldn't turn away from it. All right, so in this handheld market, I don't know if we talked about this a lot the last couple of meetings, but I kind of wanted to revisit this here. It's a PlayStation 5 handheld in the works for the rival to rival the Nintendo Switch. He says nope. Look, I ain't mad at you. I mean, it looks like a pretty good, but not. That's right. Not to me at this stage in the game. Even I'm Lenovo. I'm holding off. I would not release that thing, knowing that within the next 6 months, it's a strong possibility that this Switch will be out there, and you just don't want to dip your water in that area, and put something out there to the market where the market is going to get swallowed up by this Nintendo. They got to see it and say, you know what, this is going to happen. See, Basil Wati says, I really hope the new Switch is not as big as the PC handhelds. They look so off-putting when I saw them in a shop. Yeah, listen, the Legion Go is definitely off-putting. It is not something I would be comfortable with pulling out in the public at all. And if the renders are to be true, I mean, an inch bigger is still kind of big, but it's not like, oh my goodness, it's not Legion Go big. Legion Go is like, that's like you walking around with a TV. And then, you know what, for the first time, you know, I never used the Legion Go to use any of like the window functions, like to get online and watch YouTube videos. The sound on that Joker, man, was terrible. I was like, I don't know if it was the YouTube rendering or what was it. It was terrible. So, PlayStation 5 Portable is, I mean, that it sounds so tantalizing, doesn't it? I would be all in favor of that if they found some smooth way to be able to not only play these games, but to have them play efficiently on the go. Sony would have the means to really, really compete with Nintendo. I think the only thing that's going to hold PlayStation back, even though with the vast amount of third parties that will be looking their chops to put their stuff on PlayStation, I still don't think it's going to compete this generation because, I mean, the support for the Switch 2, if it comes out the gate and they plan on having as many systems at launch, because even to have 6 million Switch 2s at launch, if you could sell 6 million units in 1 month, that would be saying something. Because I believe, you know what, if you got a really bomb first party exclusive on that Switch, you know, it's going to be almost 1-to-1 with the system. If it's a Mario game, it's for sure it's going to be almost 1-to-1. You're going to have an opportunity to really, really make some money if you're a third party. Because even if it sells 6 million in 1 month, and if your game is pretty decent, and you're in that launch window or you're a launch day game, there's probably a good possibility your game might just sell, 1 million right on that month. So it could be, if you're like a EA or you got yourself a Madden ready to go, buddy, you bound to make some money. Let's see. Ruben says, I changed my credit card information and your subscription came up. That's one of my that's the one of my notices to keep subscriptions on, and I have two calls. I got man, I appreciate you, Ruben. I gotta support Gaming Dad. Man, I appreciate you, man. Listen. Man, that is absolutely wonderful, man. I'm so grateful, man, that you support the things that I'm trying to do, man. Sometimes, man, life, how the kids say in my class when they say life be lifing. And you know what? I need to get back to doing the things that I like to do. Kind of got away from that, but I'm so glad that you feel that the content I produce is worthy enough of support, man. So, man, God bless you and your family, man. Thank you. All right, let's see. CMG says that new Z2 is very similar to Z1 Extreme's chip. Yeah, I just wonder if it's more efficient. Like what kind of power drawbacks you're gonna get? Those are the kind of videos I like to watch from Digital Foundry. Like when they really kind of get into the technical things and start breaking things down and show you the clear differences of why you pick one or the other. Those videos to me are quite interesting. So, PlayStation 5, we talked about what needs to happen for this PlayStation 2 or Vita 2 or PlayStation 5 Portable. What needs to happen for it to be like a runaway hit? And if they can run PS5 games and let's say a lower resolution and you still get quality gameplay out of it, and I can take it on the go and don't have to be tied to the internet, I mean, you got a winner. Bona fide winner. But you know what? The only thing about it, if that is true, if that was to happen, PlayStation would be putting themselves in the same predicament as Xbox by having two different systems, one of lower power. And then, listen, matter of fact, so a video game company would have to make a game based upon the lower specs of the PS Vita and also the specs of the original PS5 and the specs of the PS5 Pro. You know, that's a lot of money to be, delving out to three different systems with three different power draws on, one line for one game. So that could be kind of tough. But I think, what I'm saying, if the excitement for a PlayStation 5 portable is as hyped or around the same hype level as the Switch 2, then I think anything is possible. It is hard. I think it's hard right now for companies like PlayStation and some of these PC handhelds to really put a dent into Nintendo's dominance. It's because of the IP, man. Without quality IP, how do you compete? I mean, really, like, really, how do you compete? I'm gonna always say this. I think that's the man where this race in this generation is gonna catch up to Sony is, what, they just stop marketing to the kids, man. So you don't have good games for kids, man. Parents, what do parents do, man? They strike. They like, oh, I don't want my kid to have that kind of system. As it's easy to go with Nintendo because not only they can play it on TV, they can take it with them. It makes parenting more convenient. And I think, what I'm saying, if in their marketing strategies between PlayStation and Xbox, this is where they missed it. This is where they're missing the mark. I think they're a little too. They're not too late, but they are quite late to the party to have an affordable portable option. CMG says, I believe it should be efficient. Now, yeah, so if that chip is efficient, currently we're talking about that Rogue Ally, not Rogue Ally, but Legion Go S portable that have the new Z2 chip. If that Z2 chip is efficient and it allows them to have, let's say, a battery life of 3 to 4 hours, then it makes that system just much more attractive. It's like, I mean, you really got to glance at it then for that kind of battery life. And if certain games run on it and run on it effectively, I mean, you're gonna get a glance at that game, like that system, like, ooh, man, do I want those amenities? Because everybody wants a good quality running system that's gonna give you the battery life, so you can be able to thoroughly enjoy its portability. The Nintendo Switch, saying came out the gate with at 2.5 to 3 hour battery life, but once that battery life got extended, it really, really took it to a whole different level. All right, so I saw a story today. I think it was Obi-Wan. Shout out to Obi-Wan, man. Welcome back, my brother, man. It's been a minute. We miss you out here in these YouTube streets. So I'm glad he's back to doing videos and doing content. I know how life can be life, and especially when you got a lot of kids. I forgot what I'm about to say to him, but I think he had a story about the pricing of the Nintendo's Switch 2. And I think, rumor has it it's going to be around $400. And the question was, would you pay $400 for the Nintendo Switch? I was like, absolutely. Shoot, people was paying $350 for the OLED. So, of course, for $400 it would be a no-brainer. They could put $450 on a premium model, and I'm all about that. Nintendo, hey man, give me a system that has a little bit better battery life, and then we on it popping. All right, let's see. Let me go ahead and jump to the next. All right, this is you know what? Official license Tetris handheld is nearly 50% off for Cyber Monday. Is it a Tetris Pocket Player for just $22.49? Now, I have one of these pocket players for Miss Pac-Man, and I enjoy it. When I want to get it in, it's just that the controls on it is just that, like that little D-pad or circle pad they got is not the best. Especially, I'm still like salty because I'm a big fan of Pac-Man 99. Please, Nintendo, if you bring that back, boy, my brother will be happy. But $22.99. Let's see what else they got. It said my arcade, Pac-Man. The joystick player. The joystick player is like it looked like an actual arcade system. I ain't need all that. I like the pocket aspect of it and the battery life is really really good. Let's see. Trying to beg about it. Let's see what's the. Okay, so my original plan was to pick this game up on the Switch. Power Rangers game has bad news for Switch owners. Said the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita Revenge Clips has bad news for fans looking forward to the game on the Nintendo Switch. So the Nintendo Switch version of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita Revenge has been delayed to December 19th. That's almost Christmas. The game was intended to launch on Nintendo December 10th, making the delay a small one. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita Revenge will still be released on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox on December 10th. Okay. Baz is talking about Nintendo Switch. Says $400 is too much. I can see it having a 3DS problem when that launched. Oh wait, you make a good point, man. You know what? Growing up in that era when they had to backtrack and give out a bunch of games for those who were early adopters. Yeah, that's gonna be Nintendo's gonna make their money though. That's the only thing about it. You know what I'm saying? Do they wait so they can keep it at the if they started off if it's like $350 at launch, oh man, I think that's the sweet spot. If they can do $350, you kind of you can swallow that quite comfortably. I mean, $400 I would pay, but it's still that's $400. But $350, like, oh, okay, you know what? You can muster up enough confidence that the force out to $350. You might not like it, but you'll still be able to do it. But yeah, you're right. That's $400, man. It's still $400. I just don't know how to get past that. I don't know how they make a system that what we are expecting it to be and the power we are expecting it to have for it not to be $400. So I understand your point on this one here. It is quite expensive, but you know what? If we want quality, you gotta pay quality. It's almost like what I shoot. I take pictures with Fujifilm, Sony cameras, and Leica cameras, and there's a clear difference between a Leica and a Fujifilm. It's a clear difference. It's a clear difference between some of my Sony cameras and some of my Leica cameras. You know what? So I understand totally how you can get into that realm where you pay for quality though. You gotta pay for it. So if you want your great system that got Mario, man, you might have to save a couple more checks to get that bad boy. But you know what? People nowadays will do what they have to do. Like I think even Baz, I think even you were like, God, man. Let me not do some things that I typically would do and put some money away so I can get it. But yeah, $350 would be like the prime spot. I don't think it gets no lower than $350. I think anything lower than that, I mean they have an absolute runaway hit. But $350, I think they'll still $350 will get them the mark. It was $350. Them bad boys will sell out first couple days for sure, worldwide. Even with 6 million copies, even with 6 million units, it's gonna sell out. He said you're going back to school now. So what's the semester going to be over in like 3 weeks? Yeah, you know what? Both school for me and school for my kids will be over like the 19th. It's like the 19th or 20th of this month. So today is what December the 2nd. So yeah, roughly in about 18 days, I get to enjoy a couple weeks off. So it's gonna be interesting. It's probably the best way to do it. It's with or without Doc. Ooh wee. Yeah, you know what? Listen, and I agree. Now listen, I would totally agree with that. If they did a 350 without Doc, 400 with the Doc, um, shoot, they can even do it like a four. They could do a little bit more if they wanted to. They could do like a 420 or 425 with the Doc if they wanted to. If the Doc provided some form of extras, if you not only just 4K upscaling. Yeah, that would be interesting to see how that pulls out. But yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. Take the Dock away, make it a something that they can buy later if they need be, and then that'll also help you too with being able to contract or counteract scalpers. Ruben says I'm gonna have finals to do and everything. Yeah, man. Ooh wee, I ain't looking at that. I don't have finals to do. I got like but it's a lot of projects. That's the only thing I like. That's just the amount of projects you got to do. Real quick, let's look at this poll question real quick. And so let's see if I can find it. It says, could the Nintendo Switch be delayed again? 100% says yes, it could. Oh, man, I don't think so. I would be of the no cry. I think, well, let me take that back. With all these supposedly games coming out, it could mess around and Nintendo will find ways to continue to make some of them that long money off their titles because some of their games, man, just every time they drop a new game, man, they're selling like 2 and 3 million off the muscle, and so they turn into evergreen long term titles. So it becomes a blessing in disguise. Let's see. So Mighty Morphin Power Rangers has been moved back to December 19th. This really doesn't bother me. It only bothers me. It only bothers you if you're a Switch guy. I could definitely. I don't know if I would pick this game up on PC. I think I'm gonna hold tight and pick that bad boy up on the Switch and call it the day because now it's a good. Now that we pretty much knew 99.9% are sure that it's going to be backwards compatible. So I'm not in a rush to pick it up and have it on PC. It's not a game I have to have day one, so I can wait on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. But those of you who can't, I feel sorry for you. All right, Game Pass is removing several of these games, including Rise of the Tomb Raider. I said, let's see. Microsoft has revealed a full wave of titles exiting Game Pass for the final month of the year, highlighted by Rise of the Tomb Raider, but Lara Croft isn't alone. The subscription service will remove 6 other games on December 15th, such as Forza Horizon 4 and Forage. And it says Rise of the Tomb Raider is a sequel to the 2013 Tomb Raider reboot by developer Crystal Dynamics, and at one point was a time Xbox exclusive. The action-adventure game originally launched in 2015 and saw Lara searching for mythical city of Kaiser. Kaiser? I don't know. For more, blah, 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 blah. It says, meanwhile, it was known Forza Horizon was already being delisted in December, but now we also know that means the racing game will be removed from Game Pass too. It's a superb entry in a spin-off Forza Forza series for back of playground games. It said a couple of scary titles will also hit the exit. The Curie and Amistad, whatever. The Bunker. I tore that name up. It says all right, so listen, the other games is I don't know why they say there's 6 high. There's only really two games that you got to be concerned with. All right, this is Bazza says all gaming dad needs. Will Nintendo is a Madden reveal in the trip, buddy. Oh man, two games. Let me see. Matter of fact, I give you 3 games that's gonna make me hype. I'll be like, oh, it's about time. It's definitely Madden. Oh man, what else? Oh man, listen. Oh, of course, Silk Song. You know, I'm not excited for. I am excited for Metroid, but not as. That's not gonna be like, oh my good. That Matt will be like, yes. Oh, I'm trying to think. If Konami comes with the second volume of their Metal Gear series, and it has Metal Gear Solid 4 in that bad boy, oh, that's another one. I would just absolutely lose it. That was like my favorite Metal Gear. You know, and I was a big fan of, like, I played and beat 1. I love 2. Oh man, I love 2. Was a big fan of 2. I wasn't this big fan of Snake Eater, even though I owned it, a couple of times. But 4, that was that was the game right there. But you're right, man. All I need is Madden. That Madden will be absolutely outstanding. All right, let's go back and see what else we got to offer. Let's see if they show. Yeah, they don't show it here. Maybe it's. All right, so I'm not gonna go through and look at his whole video. I just wanted to. All right, I'm gonna hit pause right here on this guy's video. When you look at these images, if you look at the very top, I wonder if I can't see it, but if you look at the very top, and those buttons at the very top is it's cut off in a way where if there should be some lettering on that, and I don't see it. So this again definitely I can look at this and say, hey, this is probably more of a render, a 3D printed rendering of it more than like actual leaks. Even though it's blurry, it's easy to blur out these kind of pictures nowadays, but I don't think so. I still don't think that this is like something that we should be looking at as truth. I hope that the design does fare well, because I like those rounded corners instead of the edge ones that we had on the original Joy-Cons. But we're gonna get more and more of these not vehicles, but more and more of these images coming through all kind of various websites, because the internet has evolved 100 times more powerful than it was back in 2017 or 16 rather. And so we're gonna get some more of these shots eventually. So it's gonna be interesting to see how all of this turns out. But you know what? There's a good chance it could be. There's a good chance it could be not. But I don't know about you guys, but these videos I just don't get super excited about these videos or pictures anymore, because of the fact that we've been through it already. You know what? I remember I was thirsting for these kind of videos in the beginning of the original Switch. it was a couple of channels I used to fire relentlessly because all they would do was have different renders of what it could be, and you would watch those bad boys like it was like, at home theater. Bazza says, I have FC 25. That's my jam at the moment. I don't care that it's 30 frames per second. Right. I can deal with a game that plays at 30 frames per second. I can play with Madden that plays at 30 frames per second. But there is a difference when those games jump to 60. I just like playing NBA 2K at 60. It's hard to go back to 30. Real hard to go back to 30. You know what? Another game that would just catch me off guard if they had a college basketball game announced for the Switch 2, I would lose it. Now that is my like college football is to me better than Madden. And I wish that game should have been on PC. I don't know why it wasn't, why they took that route not to put it on PC, but it should have been on PC. That's why I hope this next series around that this college football 26 it comes on PC, because to not have it on PC to me was highway rivalry, and they probably left a lot of money on the table. Cause I showed enough I would have double dipped and bought it twice. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna back out of this story here. I'm not gonna go into all those details. Let's see. If you have a PlayStation 5, it says the PlayStation 30th anniversary kicks off with a nostalgic PS5 theme and the Cranberries. All right, so what I believe that your PlayStation download, not download, but upgrade rather, should start off. No, when you cut the system on, should start with the original PS1 intro. And I think that's pretty dope because that sound is definitely something synonymous that I put along with PlayStation. Once again, good people, don't forget to hit the like button. If you get a chance to, I appreciate you and all that you do. Don't forget to get your vote on. And the poll question of the night is, could Nintendo Switch be delayed again? And 100% of you guys saying absolutely it could. I probably should have put will be real delayed. Make you stand on your business. Hey, Pinky, how you doing, girl? You know what? Matter of fact, let me switch back. Let me get Holly on the board. Holly, Pinky. Got you, Holly. How you doing tonight? We're just sitting here chopping it up, talking about PlayStation's anniversary. The mere fact that they're doing something special is a good thing. Yeah, we're really excited to Supersonic Saved by Grace. You know, my brother's email address is Saved by Grace Constructions. Sorry I'm late. I had to work. No, listen, no problems at all. I'm glad you're working. Let me get you on the board. Supersonic Saved by Grace. Love it, love it, love it. All right. Let's see. Am I too late for the wheel? Nope, got you on there. Sorry I'm late. Had to work. Supersonic. Mike and J user changed 3-4 weeks ago. Got you. Bezza says, PC has a big problem for EAFC. There's so much hacking. Most people have crossplay off on Xbox and PS5. Yeah. That's one thing. But to me, like, listen, I don't mind them having the anti-cheat stuff on. Just make it active when you are playing online. My issue when you're not playing online, I should be able to play the game and have no issue. But it's synonymous to the game. So when I play, even if I want to play, like I can't play it all on my Steam Deck because of the fact that it's Linux based, and the anti cheap is it's tied. I think sometimes tied to Microsoft, so that makes it an issue. I got you, Baz. A big problem. I mean, say Suicide says second entry on the wheel. Sonic Knuckle Tales. So, Supersonic, Saved by Grace. Are you going to see the Sonic movie? I can tell you that I'm taking my kids in my classroom to go see it, and I don't know if my son will go with me or he'll wait and go with his brother, but it should be interesting. All right. Says definitely going to see the Sonic movie. Says that definitely going to watch this. Oh yeah. My kids, they can't wait. They have been kids in my classroom especially. They had to sell candles to raise money so we could go. So they sold enough candles to we're gonna take them to the movies, and we're gonna take them out to breakfast at Cracker Barrel. Of course, I had my hand in that. Going to Cracker Barrel. Love that breakfast. All right, let's see. Uh, says Devolver delayed awards. Two other recognized, three good games. Okay, I don't want to see that. No. The Game Awards is next week on the 12th, 10 days away. So not this Thursday, but next Thursday. We'll hopefully have some information. I'm not going to stream because I have a basketball game that night. I know I won't get back in enough time to get it set up and ready to go. So I don't know. I might do something afterwards. I might do an after show kind of ordeal if I can make it back to catch the majority of it. But not going to promise anything. But yeah, that should be good. Next Monday, I would not be streaming. I got a basketball game. Boy, I got so many games next week. I have 4 basketball games. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, so I think if I do go Monday, it will be late. It'll be like at 9 o'clock ish. I think I'm gonna aim for 9 o'clock. Yeah, so next week I'm gonna aim for 9 o'clock to stream. Cause I should be back. I should make it back by 8:30. First game at 4:30. Yeah, I should make it back in time. Yeah, so I'm gonna aim for 9 o'clock on Monday to stream. Let's see. So I won't count it out. And maybe we'll look at the Game Awards and look at who's been nominated for what, and maybe pick some winners. Maybe. I think. All right, let's look at some other stuff. Then we're gonna constantly look through PlayStation real quick. While I am looking, feel free. Did anybody take advantage of any of the, Black Friday or Cyber Monday sales? I just got I got some gifts. It was some stuff like I did get a vacuum. I did. They had I had a Dyson vacuum. I had that bad boy probably for about 5 years, and it finally went out on me. And then they had a better version of that vacuum for $220 at Best Buy, $229 rather, and I couldn't pass that up. Those Dysons are really really good, keeping your carpet together. All right, let's see. All right. Save $10 on Astrobot. Or better yet, was there any deal that you guys picked up and was like, oh man, this was pretty good? I no, I don't want to say that too loud, but I bought my children, I bought my wife a Ninja handheld blender. I think it'll be good for her because she can just like cut her food up, put it into the refrigerator, and give it a morning, pour some water on it, and cut that thing on, and have herself some fresh juice on the way to work, or fresh smoothie. Kind of help her with her food prep, get her to eat a little healthier. Tetris NES coming to Switch online next week. I don't know if as I have revived my guy SOC in the building. What's going on, my brother? Hold on, let me get you on the board. SOC in the building. Let's go. Welcome back, my brother. Happy holidays to you. We just jumping around, man. We talked a little bit about the state of video games and where they're at. I got a poll question up. Let's see, what is it? Listen, but thank you, man. Thank you, my brother, for the super chat. SOC says, Switch 2, please. Yeah, at this stage in the game, man, I don't think we get it this year. I just hope we get it early in January. That is my only thing. I hope it's early January. Just go ahead, man, and just drop like that first, no later than that second week. Just go ahead and say, hey, this is what it is. This is what we're thinking about. You know what? We give you more information soon. You know what? They don't need to do. You know what? They don't need to have a big presentation, even though our presentation would be dope. I'm with that. I loved it how they did the presentation with the Switch One. It ran that presentation was real good, and they gave us the date. You know what? I was hyped with that. They can do the same thing again for Switch 2, but I just don't know how deep it is compared to Switch 1. SOC says, I hope you had a good thing. I did, man. You know what? My wife, man, man, boy, that woman can cook. And so we had some good food, man. We kind of sat around and didn't do too much. I didn't work. I didn't work on Wednesday or Thursday, so it was good to kind of just hang out with the family. Supersonic Saved by Grace says, here is my hypothesis. Possible spoiler to Sonic 4 movie, with one trailer of Sonic 3 confirming Shadow. There was a point in the trailer when Sonic need to resort to Eggman / robotic help for a price. One quill. My hypothesis was that it's Sonic 4 to fight against Metal Sonic. Ooh-wee, which would fit really well with the fourth movie overall. I'm with that. I said miss something, but I am definitely what did I miss? Oh, okay, I did miss something. It says let's go back. My bad. It says all right, it says Sonic says the first movie someone on Discord screen shared for me, and the second one was the first time I went to the movies. I'm 26 now, by the way. Ever since I've enjoyed the movies a lot. I did. I like both Sonic movies. I thought they was pretty good. I went to the show to see them both. Since Angel Studios has a good films too, I like to go with my mom, and with Angel Gill Pay perk, I can get 2 free tickets for any Angel Theater movie. Okay. Angel, I'm assuming Angel is a movie theater that's in your area. Got it. That's a good theory on that Sonic 4 for them to fight Sonic, for Metal Sonic to emerge. That would be special. My kids will go crazy. I hate that I wasn't a big. Well, I know hate, but I just wasn't a big Sonic fan. Even though I played the games, I bought the games. I just never was a big Sonic fan. My kids, they love that game. They love Sonic Generations. Oh man, that was their cup of tea. Don't forget, give people to get your vote on, and also, man, make sure that you hit the like button for your brother. I appreciate you and all that you do. If you haven't, take a quick little minute, dip in, dip out. I hope Geeky was here tonight because I know she was quite ecstatic. Says Animal Crossing Pocket Camp Complete launches today for €9, I believe it is, increased to €18 by the end of January. So you got a little time, but you know what? You might well jump on for $9. Can't beat that. Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. It will be a game that I will definitely avoid. I would definitely avoid that game. Let's see. What else? Um, Xenoblade 2 celebrates 7th anniversary with a special art by him. I am probably gonna definitely pick up Xenoblade Chronicles X. And that it looks like my cup of tea. I've never, even though I bet you Xenoblade, I bet the games are pretty good, but I'm definitely picking up X. I wanted X on the Wii U. I just didn't have found the nerve to go back and pick that game up. But I think having that game on your Switch 2 will be good. I just wonder how many like new profile games Nintendo's gonna have mixed in with some of these Switch titles that's gonna keep us kind of busy for the next year. I really would love to see the roadmap and how they have that planned out and strategized. Because I think you know what, going to that same route they did with Switch One and just having a banger every month for at least the first 6 months, you would generate enough enthusiasm to keep that thing rolling and flowing. And I believe they gotta have some bangers. Them first six games gotta be like, oh, and studio, and they have an app branching off the shows. Okay, gotcha. See, I didn't buy Sonic X Shadow Generations, but I want to at some point. I did not buy Brothership. I likely watched a Let's Play instead. Yeah, you know what? My couple of my sons they asked for it for the holidays. Um, but I personally did not buy Brothership, nor Sonic Generations, but it's probably gonna get bought with my money somehow, some way for Christmas for somebody. I'm just saying. Let's see. I think it would be absolutely phenomenal to work at Nintendo in some official capacity. It was like growing up. That was like if people ask like, "Hey man, what was your dream job? What did you want to do when you was like in high school?" If this was it, I wanted to work for Nintendo. I remember, man, having dreams about like, you know what? I want to work for Nintendo and create some form of portable TV so you can be able to play your games on the go. I remember having that dream, and then all of us to see all of this stuff kind of come to fruition is kind of crazy because you know what? That's some of the things I thought. But Nintendo currently the third sought after employer. You know what? Yeah, 'cause I believe over in Japan, I think they are the richest company in Japan. So yeah, I would see why people would want to work for them because they typically people stick around for a long time. All right, you want some Christmas theme user icons for your Nintendo Switch online members is available. It says more user icons have been added to Nintendo Switch online subscribers, and those ones are lovely festive ones just in time for the holiday season. The Happy Holiday range will be available for members until the 25th of December, and as a Nintendo Switch Online user icon, these can be customized to your heart's content. Timmy Bowl, what's going on, man? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me get you on the board. Timmy Boy, I don't know if you are used to the channel, but man, listen, we give out a free Nintendo eShop card every night by you just chiming into the stream tonight. Put you on the wheels of steel. You have just entered yourself an opportunity to win a $10 eShop gift card, courtesy of your boy Gamey Dad and the Gamey Dad channel and the family. I hope you the best. Matter of fact, Timmy, this is I don't remember you coming to my channel before. Since you are new, man, listen, if your boy GD, that's me, Gaming Dad, if I win tonight, that gives you 2 chances to win. If I win, I'll pass off the winnings over to you as well. Y'all show Timmy Bo a little love in the chat. All right. Supersonic Saved by Grace says, I'm not too into Pokemon. I still watch some of its cool, but Pokemon Legends Arceus was a great to play if Pokemon Legends Z comes out on Switch 1 and plays like Arceus, not like a standard Pokemon game. I likely buy and enjoy playing the game next year in November. I agree. I definitely prefer to have Oculus, I said Oculus, but Arceus over a standalone original PlayStation, not PlayStation, but original Pokemon game. Let's see. Bazza says, I got the Zelda Christmas one at the moment. Yeah, you know what? Listen, I'm about to pick me a couple up tonight. Timmy Bow 27 says, it's my first time here, man. Thank you. Hey, man, you're welcome, man. Thanks for stopping by. We do this every Monday night, man. Just been a little inconsistent the last couple of Monday nights because of life, man. Life been life, man. But I will be back here again next Monday. Next month, we're going to start a little later. We started at 8:30 this night. We're going to start at probably about 9 o'clock next Monday. Every Monday night, this week in gaming, man, we talked about earlier about these renders of these so-called Joy-Con controllers for the Nintendo Switch 2. I'm in the camp of not really believing that these are real, only because, man, when you look at those pictures, I don't see the lettering on the right Joy-Con that would indicate if it was an A, B, or C. The lettering that's predominant on the actual controller, I don't think they would be black. But, you know, I could be wrong. You know what? Who hasn't been wrong? But and then we also talked about the Legion Go S leaked, and we looked at those pictures, and those pictures looks pretty legit. If they can keep that thing around the $400 mark, they might get some sales. I don't know if it'll take over the world or anything. It all depends on how those games perform. Yeah, so that's where we at. Supersonic Saved by Grace says, the only Pokemon games I've played were Pokemon Unite. Good game, but meh for me. Pokemon Red back in the day and Arceus. I really liked Arceus. I just wish I would have stuck with it and played it all the way through. But I'm with you like that. I like the style of Arceus. So I'm hope that this new one they got coming out for the Switch 2 will be, you know, just as good. Let's see. All right, get your chance to get your vote on right now. It says, hey, could Nintendo Switch be delayed again? And 100% of the votes believe yes, it could be. So it's going to be interesting to see. All right. We'll back up out of that to see what's up on next. Let's see. Star Trek Legends beams onto Nintendo Switch this Christmas. Oh my goodness. Is it the 2021 Apple Arcade game Star Trek Legends has set a course for the Nintendo Switch. Date of arrival December 25th, 2024. In it, take command of the USS whatever and uses the Nexus from the film Star Wars Trek Generations to bring together heroes and villains from past and future for a cross-galaxy expedition like no other. Okay. I don't know. I had to look at some videos before I say yay and nay on that. You know, I like Star Trek, but I never played a Star Trek game that I just like, oh man, I just gotta play. All right, 3 Genesis games available for Switch Online members. I think I talked about these games, but just in case. Okay, yeah, Toe Jam and Earl. Vector Man to me is definitely worth playing. I don't remember Mercs. I remember seeing the cartridge when I was a kid, but Vector Man, even in its retro styles, plays very, very fast. Definitely, I enjoyed Vector Man as a kid for sure. Will I revisit it? Maybe for a little while, but I don't think I'll give it that much attention to go through the whole game. But definitely worth checking out. You might get in and dig it and finish playing it, but if you, it for that time during the Genesis being 16-bit, it just played incredibly well. Like the designers of that combat and that game should be saluted. So the Mega Drive instead of calling it a Genesis, huh? All right, let's see. Boom. Talked about this a little bit last year. Sony now officially says PS2 sold 160 million units. Now, it's been 154 million units for a long time. And then all of a sudden, right when they know Nintendo is on their tail, they put out this press release and say, oh, you know what? We really sold 4 more million units. And I'm calling BS on this too. Like, I don't believe that, but you know, who am I? That could be very, very wrong. But I think even with 160 million, Nintendo has an opportunity to pass it. I don't know how soon it'll happen, but they got an opportunity. You know, I think if they did as half as good this Christmas as I think they probably should have, because at one point in time they were getting outsold like 3-1 for this holiday season to the PS5. Let me, in fact, do I get that? Let me see. I might have that. I thought I had that particular. I guess not. Hold on, let me see back up here. I might be in a different spot. I guess I don't. I thought I had that. Here it is. Yep. With the PS5 deals like this, there's no wonder it's outselling the Switch 3-1 this Cyber Monday. I don't know how they figure out those numbers or where they get those numbers from, but however, this is what it says. It says, okay, while our heads have been firmly in Switch world, it seems most of the action has been happening elsewhere. The PS5 has apparently outsold the Nintendo Switch 3-1, and now it's not surprising that the deals like this at Walmart, you can get a bundle of Fortnite with PS5 digital with a $76 discount, now just $375. Okay. Now that's a great. I don't know if that deal is still live. I know Cyber Monday will be over in about 2 hours. I don't know if that deal is still live, but if you don't got a PlayStation 5, that's the deal to get. You can't beat $375. I wonder how much money Sony is losing. Cause they gotta be losing money on that system, even at $375. But yeah, I can see why. To go back to our original question earlier, the poll question is like, hey, could Nintendo Switch be delayed? And why I'm in the camp of no, it's because of stuff like this, right? Yes, is Nintendo still dominating over in the land of the rising sun? Yes, it is. It's still dominating. It's beating out, Xbox and PlayStation hand over fist. But we tend to forget that Japan is not the biggest market. The biggest market is here in the U.S. What do stop holders care about? Sales in the U.S. in the biggest market, and they're not going to continue to sit back on their loins and allow these other systems to outsell them in the manner it's going to do it. Whenever this next Switch comes out, that's why it's imperative that it has a banger game at the beginning to draw that attention away from PlayStation, because PlayStation really don't have any games that you like, oh my goodness, I just gotta have day one. Um, there's not, it's not a whole lot of variety. However, Nintendo's not gonna sit back and continue to lose these weeks because they're losing money, and their stockholders will eventually say, hey, and start holding them accountable. That's why I believe that revealing it in January would take a lot of pressure off Nintendo. They don't necessarily don't even have to give out a release date. Just reveal the thing in January, so the narrative can be about Nintendo for the next 6 months. I mean, it could just be a snowball effect with everybody and their mama talking about what is Nintendo doing. Yeah, but that's a great deal for Black Friday. This was a great deal and almost pulled the trigger on it, but backed away from it. Say $250. The brilliant PS VR2 is paired with Call of the Mountain, so you can get immersed in one of the most brilliant games available. We haven't seen many price cuts of this console, so it's an excellent value. To say $250, that's crazy. All right, let's see. The ultimate Nintendo Switch accessory is a Cyber Monday bargain. Let's see. What's the Okay, so this is what is this? The Nitro deck. I don't have the new, this right here is the newer Nitro deck. I have the older one with the thumbsticks are kind of like offset. And I liked it. I think it was pretty comfortable. I still think like the I think it was other handhelds. Where's my? Well, I can't find it right. Other handheld attachments that were better suited. But I mean, it's still decent. I forgot how much this. I mean, let's see how much they show it. To save 21% on the CRK Nitro Deck Plus for the Nintendo Switch. I just want to see this. They say 21. I want to see. I don't see no price though. Now, how you gonna ask me to? You say it's the best deal, but you don't show the price. All right, what? The newer one just looks a little bit better. They fixed a lot of the issues that I had with the older one. Like the older one, man. You know, you would stick that your Switch in there. It was just very difficult to get out of that shell. So, but according to what they say, they fixed it on the new one. So, interesting to find out. But, um, good little system. D-pad was okay, but I don't think it was worth the price. I think they came a little late to the party. This came out like within the first couple of years, then you know what, they would have a multi-million-dollar seller. Even though this is not a video game for say article, but man, I think this is a great article to keep and look at, especially being a parent, being a kid. It says Australia to ban under 16s from social media in world first law. I am so angry. I so agree with this statement. I'm so glad that some countries stood up and say, "Hey, we have to put an end to this," because of the fact that these kids, they get so addictive, they get so focused in on looking at their screen that they can't focus on nothing else. And I see it more than ever on the middle school level because I get all these kids who cannot pay attention to what's going on while I'm coaching them. It's the worst. So under 16 in Australia will soon be banned for the likes of TikTok. Let's see, I don't care about the photo. It said this is a responsibility these companies should have been fully long ago. But For too long, they have shrinking these responsibilities in favor of profit. Opposition Senator Mary Kovac told the Senate, naturally, we respect the law decided by the Australian Parliament. Facebook and Instagram owner Meta committed it. Whatever. I'm sorry. In March, Florida Governor Ron DeSantimonious, signed a law that gave his state one of the U.S. most restrictive social media bans for minors. Once it takes effect January 1st, it will be banned children younger than 14 from social media platforms and require that 14 to 15-year-olds get parent consent. And that's great. Dave Dub, man, what's going on with you? Dave Dub in the building. Dave, let me get you on the board while I'm thinking about it. Happy holidays to you. Gotcha. Got you on the board. Let me back up out of here. We're just talking about some non-video game related article, but I saw it and put it into my roster. I wanted to talk about it. All right, this is Supersonic Saved by Grace. Let's see where you at. It says okay, I read that one there. It says style of Arcanist was great. I beat the story, but I didn't finish the deck. I'm a semi-completed, but not for that kind of thing. I agree. I heard you. Mine's is strictly time. So don't forget to get your poll question on the games. Oh man, somebody voted no. 89% says yes. Nintendo could delay the Nintendo Switch again. I don't think so, but 11% says no. I'm with 11%. Nope. All right, let's go. Next story. So Nintendo Switch 2 hype increases as shipping updates drop. Now, this is, you know what? I've saw plenty of stories of everybody else covering this here. And what catches my attention is the manifesto that showed that NVIDIA shipped 836,000 pieces of that T239 chip. He said, matter of fact, according to the user leak, as per comic book, NVIDIA shipped over 800,000 units of NVIDIA T239 to Nintendo back in September. Now, of course, they wasn't in mass production in September, but I would say, hey, at least by October, you know what, them things is in full production, because best believe they originally shipped them to get that many units in September. That means they probably got another shipment in. They're probably going to find out they got another shipment in probably in October as well. And they're going to keep pushing them things out because Nintendo wants to have that many units. I mean, to have 5 to 6 million units ready to go on launch day worldwide. You know what? They got to be ready. Dave Dub says, so I got Divinity Original Sin 2 from a Steam sale because I wanted something similar to Baldur's Gate 3. And both are made by Larian Studios. I only got past the tutorial, but it seems interesting. Listen, I'm trying to think what I had to pick a game. I said I was gonna pick a game and start playing it little by little every night, maybe a half an hour here, 45 minutes there. After I finish editing these last batches of pictures from this wedding I did, and so I think next week I'm going to I don't know if I'm gonna make Zelda or I'm going to I need to go ahead and finish Breath of the Wild. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finish Breath of the Wild. I need to finish Mario Odyssey. Excuse me. So that's gonna be. I'm gonna go back in my catalog but I really want to continue to play. I've been playing um, Hard Work Legacy. That's a game. If you caught that on sale, that's a good game. Hard Work Legacy is a good game. It's really good on Steam. I thought that was really good. Another good game that was on Steam that I've been playing. I've been playing here and there, not quite consistently, but what's the name of that game? It's by EA. I hate when I had a brain fart. Dead Space 3. That remake. Listen, that is good. It plays really well on the Steam Deck. I knew I was gonna eventually figure it out. All right, so let's see. So to get that many units back in September, so you got September, October. We just wrapped up November. The more and more they keep digging, they're gonna find out more and more things that, like I said before, we're gonna see within these next 4 weeks. It's gonna be some more floodgates of more information that's going to be released because people are going to be digging into these shipping manifestos and they're going to find out that, hey, you know what, Nintendo has been shipping a whole lot more than 800,000. It's going to be, it's the logistics of being able to house all of these systems that Nintendo is not going to get. Somebody's going to leak something. That's why I said Nintendo need to get ahead of this. I don't know where and how many, of these systems they can house somewhere, because that got to cost them money to be able to house all these systems before they ship them out, and to house them and then not figure out and not have somebody spill the beans for them is, each day is another day they can say, thank you, it hasn't spilled out, but it's going to happen. So I'm happy. I just hope that they just go ahead and just go ahead, Nintendo, and make this happen. Stop wasting our time. Give me something else to talk about. All right. Let's see. D1 in the building says, late to the game. What's up, gang? What's going on, my guy? Let me get you on the board. D1 in the building. D1, man. What? How did Georgia almost lose to Georgia Tech? I don't know. But how about them Wolverine? It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. Boy, I was hoping Cool Breeze stop in, or Candy cuts it up. I would love to see Candy or Cool Breeze jump in here, my Ohio friends, so I can give them that purple rub in their face. Gave me that you beat Plunky Squire. No, listen, no, but I'm playing it. I play so many games, but I'm playing it on my Legion Go, man. I love it. It's such a cute game. It's not hard. It's just, you just got to dedicate time to it. Said Buffalo Bills clinch a playoff spot. Listen, yeah, but you know what? They play my Lions, I think, not this Sunday, but next Sunday. We play on Thursday. We play Green Bay. That's going to be a good game. Woo! I got a basketball game that day, so I got to get home. So I can watch that game. That game going to be good. But then we got the Bills next in Detroit. But we beat up right now. We got a lot of injuries. D1 says, had to work a women's basketball game, just got home. D1, you a referee? And you said worked a woman's basketball. Like, what would you doing there if you're not a ref? Love to know. All right, so don't forget, good people, to hit that like button. If you haven't already, just jump out the stream real quick, hit that like button, jump back in. I would appreciate you and all that you do. Don't forget to vote on YouTube. And the poll question of the night is, could Nintendo Switch be delayed again? I'm in the fan of no, man, because they're not going to, they better have a legit reason. But I don't think so, man. I think if they can get 2 to 3 games ready to go, I think, you know what, they'll be good. They don't need much. They just need about 2 or 3 games, and they'll need some third parties to jump in the scene for that launch day. What games is ready? They just need really 1 or 2 games. Oh, got you, got you. He says, no, I'm with IT and had to run the stream replays. Oh, look at you, D1. Was it a college game? Go Bills. All right, so I got D1 on the board. Trying to think, make sure I didn't miss anybody else. Nope, nope, we good, we good. All right. Back up out of here. I thought this, you know what? I don't know what's going on, but I thought this was quite interesting. Nintendo Switch Online services will end in China in 2026. I mean, I know the reasons why. It's really like kind of like it's like really video game related. You know what? So it's their service IP that kind of host their online service over there. They their deal with Nintendo is getting ready to expire, and they couldn't negotiate a new contract, and so Nintendo had to close down over there. I don't know what their plan to kind of like switch it up for Switch 2, but that's crazy. That's crazy. They had to back away from that deal and pull out of that area. So Nintendo has given away some games over there, kind of almost like when we got those games back on the 3DS for for the price difference. Same kind of concept. See, yeah, but non-swag conference game. Okay, got you. Non-swag concert. Swag. Okay, I said swag, didn't I? Swag. It says KFC Chiefs need to lose another for Bills to have the lead. I don't like the Chiefs either, but all I need is I just need the NFC to go through Detroit. That's all I want. I want them to get the number 1 seed, let it come through Detroit, and let's get at it. Let's see. Real quick, let me back up out of here. But yeah, so that's kind of jacked up for the China people because they just got to switch over there just to have it pulled underneath them. I think it said 10 cents. Okay, it don't say when they started it over there. The company states that the eShop purchases will cease on March 31st. So anything they buy on the eShop, that's it. They gotta pick up all the games they can. You know what? But from what I hear, a lot of people, even over in China, they don't even like to buy the one that's there. They tend to have this stuff imported because it's kind of open. So you can kind of do a little bit more with it. The one that's over there in Japan is kind of restricted. So. Said no, and yeah, man, that is wild, man. But and it's crazy why they couldn't build out. I wonder what this internet provider, like the internet provider that was kind of like hosting that service for Nintendo and Tencent, that deal couldn't be rearranged or reorganized. So Nintendo just say we have to just pull out. I don't think that's the best move. As a stockholder, I'm like, man, you know what? You can't find no other means of making this happen. So that's kind of jacked. That's a jacked up situation. But I would hate to be over there. Hopefully, Nintendo will switch to or figure out some other way where they don't got to deal with maybe make a deal with a different provider. I don't know. All right, let's see. Laser Kane Soul Reaver 1 and 2 remastered pre-orders much stronger than expected. You know what? I beat the first Soul Reaver and loved the game. I didn't beat the second one, but I can see why. I just wonder how good of a remaster are they gonna do. If they do a really good job with the remaster, it would be worth the pickup because the one had a great story. Well, hello there. How are you doing? welcome to the channel. This is Gaming Dad. Let me give you, listen, by you jumping on tonight and saying, hello, buddy, right back at you. You have just entered the chance to win a Nintendo eShop card. I don't know where you where you from. I'm gonna tell your name if I say it like this. It's Oishimia. Listen, I'm gonna call you O. I'm assuming it's Miss O. I don't want to jack your name up. Miss O, where you from? Let's see. Supersonic Saved by Grace says, what's the plan for Gaming Dad Christmas? Ooh, I don't have all the details yet. Utah. Well, welcome. Welcome away from Utah. I love the snow. I'm originally from Michigan, but I'm down here in the great state of Georgia, and it's still cold, but no snow. I would prefer to have some snow, to be honest. But listen, hey, by you chiming in tonight, did I get you on the board? I got you on the board. And at the end of the stream, we get our free Nintendo eShop card. I was asking you where you from because, the eShop cards are usually over here in the States. You got people from all across the globe that's watching right now. And some people are from, from UK and other parts, and some people are from Sydney. And so I need to know so I can be able to say how I figure out how to get you your winnings if you win tonight. So yep, you're on the board, and at the end of the night, we'll give out a free Nintendo eShop card. I thank you for coming by and joining our conversation. We just finished talking about Soul Reaver and pre-orders, and to me, if you never played a Soul Reaver game, it was a good game. When I played it on the PS2, to see it get a quality remaster, I'll be looking forward to see how that turns out. But it seemed like people are receiving the pre-orders because it's much stronger than they expected. So we had a lot to talk about today, from Black Friday sales and did you pick up anything? And we also talked a lot about the state of the video game market and how these big AAA games are dwindling, and how Nintendo is really positioning themselves to continue strong while their competitors, Sony and PlayStation, have some difficulties to kind of manifest and going forward. So it's going to be interesting to see how they turn it around. And you know what? The days of these like super duper big, RPG, open world extravaganzas, people just don't have the time nor the patience to play these games all the way through. So half of it get played, as much as you want to get it through. We also talked a little bit about PlayStation Portable 5 and how, if that rumor is true, the things they're going to really need to do to really get ahead of these things and be competitive with Nintendo. Because right now, Nintendo just has such great IPs, and Sony and Microsoft both shot themselves in the foot by not advertising or making games suitable for that 4, 5, 6-year-old. So, they forget, like, parents buy consoles. And you know what? Parents buy Switch. Let's see. He said, you're in ice country in Georgia. It's not quite ice country. I'm in, it's cold down here in Georgia. I'm close to Florida. But it's cold right now, but it's not ice country yet. D1 says, dang, it's already December. That means I've been on your stream almost a year now. Good time. Good times, D1. Good times, man. Listen, to answer Sonic Knuckle Tail's question about what I plan on doing for Christmas stream, I believe I'm going on the 23rd this year. I'll have a day finalized this week. So by the next time I stream on Monday, just remember Monday we're not going to 8:30, we're going at 9 because I got a basketball game because your boy coach basketball. But just a bunch of of course a bunch of giveaways. I don't know what game should I give away. That's a good question. I'm gonna give away a game. I just don't know what game to go buy and give away. Miss O says, unfortunately, with the new PS5 Pro, if you have a PS VR2, then it's worth it. If not, I don't see a reason. You know what? I I considered picking up a PSVR2 because the price was cut down so low. I think it was like $350 with the game. Um, but this is my dilemma. I really want an Oculus because I want to play Batman. At the end of the day, I mean, people buy systems because of games, and that's the reason why when you look at the whole state of video games and is like, is this video game crash coming or not? I think we're kind of like right in it, but it's been disguised really well because your game got to be really, really good. It's like it's only a couple games that, you know what, like Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to sell like bonkers. But a lot of these other games, man, listen, if they like super duper long and they cost like a big old budget, them games is not like the games you gotta have. People gotta look at the model and what Nintendo is doing and who are they marketing to, and they're gonna have to provide some competition or they're gonna lose some competition. Plain simple. So I bought a PSVR 2 for the PC VR because of the adapter. Oh, okay, so you bought the headset because you can adapt it to your PC. You know what, Miss O, I do not have a gaming PC. Don't get me wrong. I have a Legion Go. I have a Steam Deck. But that has been the dilemma this year of like saying before I dip my toe that I was going to build me a PC. Now, it's hard to I got to be able to justify those kind of means because if I'm going to do it, I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna build me something that is really going to at least last me for at least 3 to 4 years because graphic cards come out every year. They always improve, and different specs for different games. Blah 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 blah. But I'm really really considering that. But it's only so many dollars that can be spent on so many things. Sonic says one game giveaway per console. Well, Suicide Michael J, man, that's a lot of money. I might do a gift card per console. I don't know if I can better do a game per console. That's tough. All right, Miss O says Battle Maze GPU is going to release very soon. Please consider that card. Why? You gotta listen. You gotta help a non-PC guy understand the importance of that GPU. Help me out. D1 says, I hope Valve drops a cheaper VR set before their next Steam Deck or Steam machine. I think, you know what? Listen, I'm glad you brought D1, man. You the man. Listen, I'm hoping that Valve really comes out and creates a combo with the next Steam Deck and Steam machine where they kind of like simultaneously, feed off of one another where they can I can come home, have my Steam machine connected to my TV and then wirelessly, or I can be able to dock my dock my Steam Deck on that bad boy and go back and forth. And you know what? I hope they create an ecosystem like that because I think it will be very successful. I mean, to me, that's like, when I got the ability to connect my Steam Deck, and when I bought the little Steam Deck dock, I was like, it was the best thing ever because it gave me my ability to be able to play on my monitor, and I have like a monitor stand now I just picked up, so it's gonna be easy to be portable around the house if I just want a bigger experience. He says, verse of the day. I was about to say what is VOTD? I said, oh, that's verse of the day. You're right. Let me just go back up here. All right. Verse of the day. Is this for tomorrow? All right. Well, I'm going to read it anyway. It says, it comes out of the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 21. It says, for where your treasure is, there is your heart will be also. That's the truth, man. Like what you value, what you really, really care about is where your heart will lie at. And and that's why you gotta be mindful of like, how you do it. Okay, good, good. See, answer my question. I like it. It says that it says value for money, NVIDIA 470 plus 375 ish, but Intel instead. Great GPU, great support. I own a ARC A77 previous version. Okay, all right. Ooh, I like Miss O. She's knowledgeable. All right, Miss O. If I am building out a PC and I'm going to say I want it to last at least 4 years before I have to upgrade anything. What kind of money would I need to save to make that happen? Miss O, you're on the clock. All right. Don't forget, good people, if you haven't voted already, the poll question of the day is, could Nintendo Switch be delayed again? 90% of you guys say, yep, it could be. And 10% says, nah, we good. I'm with the 10%. I think right now when you look at the money and you take all the rumors in place, you know what? There was rumors that said that this Switch has been done for a long time. Because the issue is not the system at this standpoint. We got facts that said, hey, they are shipping out materials at this standpoint. I'm with that. All right. So we know clear as day that shipments of parts are being held out. That means that thing is not being delayed. It's going to happen. All right. She says 1,000 max. See, that was kind of I wanted to go no more than about 12. I said, hey, I think 12 would get me everything I need, get me up and running, get me what I need to make it happen. All right, I like your numbers. 1,000 sounds even better if I can make it happen for 1,000. But I was saying, listen, I don't want to go no more than 12, and that is my plan for 2025 is to save my money and make that happen. My plan, Miss O, is whenever they announce that the Switch 2 is coming, that I make arrangements to be in New York for a couple days and hopefully get in line to get me one. That is my plan for the channel. And then after that, now I'll start saving for my computer. That's my plan. I have to buy 2 systems out of pocket. Because one, my son Joshua has saved up enough money for working for me that he has purchased his already. So of course, it's me that's buying it. So, and I have to get one for myself. So, and then of course I got to pay to get out to New York. I got to pay for something to stay. Blah 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 blah. So, you said buy a generation behind on CPU. Okay, now that's a good question. Now, why buy a generation behind and not buy current? What is the benefit? Is it just financial? D1 says you can't delay what hasn't been announced. You right, D1. You right. You have a point there, sir. You have a point. It's probably one of the reasons why they haven't delayed. It's like, we really don't have to do nothing. Okay. This next story, I just feel like, man, okay, Nintendo. I think right now, man, because if you ever listen to Tupac, and Tupac got this song called 21 Gun Salute. It's on the Machiavelli album. Kind of like towards the end. It might even be the last song. But Tupac, they got him speaking at the last of the song. He says, listen, and he said, you told me to go to war when I got my money right. He said, now I got my money right. Now I want war. I just feel like right now, man, Nintendo is on a Tupac mission. And now to they're out there trying to murder these pirates. You would not. Nintendo like you would not disrespect my name and go out here and brag about pirating my stuff and don't think I don't come for you. And they got the money to do it, and they are coming for cats. And little old cats like me that's doing this YouTube stuff, it's like, ooh, I don't want that smoke. They listen, if they ever pirate again, they better go hide. Because Nintendo's coming for them jokers. And I can't be mad, but man, they being aggressive. They are really, really trying to make a point. Like, dude, you not gonna do this, and think you gonna ride and think it'll be cool. So I'm with Nintendo on this. Hey, this is crazy, but you know what? Thank God I don't pirate games. All right, Miss O says, bang for the buck. You don't gain much each year in performance. It's slightly improvements each year. Okay, all right. So just like it's just like the cell phone game. They just kind of like nickel and dime you enhancements. Okay, so that thought process does make a whole lot of sense. I appreciate you for that. She says my system still plays everything I throw at it, and the specs are from 3 years ago. Because GPU is good. All right. I like that. I like that. I like it like that. I like it like that. Uh-oh. Stuff just falling all over the place. Put this back over here. All right. So shout out to Guerrilla Tactics, who is probably out. I know he got him a little lady friend. You know, if you know anything about his life going on right now, got him a little family going on. So I know he can't be in here like he want to, and he out working. So, you know, I just want to salute my brother. Whenever you see this episode, you know, just let you know your brother's is over here thinking about you. Hope all is well. All right, let's see. We'll read a little bit of this. So you call back. You may recall that back in July, Nintendo filed a lawsuit against James Artbox Williams by Nintendo Switch piracy. He's accused of being operator, overseer, and driving force behind several private shops, through which the defendant has offered massive libraries of pirated Nintendo Switch games. He also accused of promoting his pirate shops online and giving technical advice on how people can modify their Switch consoles and play pirate games. Okay, I do remember this lawsuit. This wasn't too long ago. The only thing, you know what? This is my only issue with Nintendo, and they have to be aware of how this can backfire on them. Because one thing about pirates, there's a community of them that's all together, and if you attack one in the Brotherhood, it's like in the essence attacking them all. Remember what happened to Sony? This exact same situation came to Sony when Sony sued one of the people in their clique, and then they came for Sony. And you know what happened to Sony? They had to shut down their PSN shop for a month. I think I don't got me hundreds of millions of dollars they lost, but they lost a lot. So I just, Nintendo, you know what? You know what's best, but, play your cards right. Miss O says, hopefully that this is helpful to you. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I value that opinion, and I'm going to definitely take advantage of it. It just won't be until next year. That's my plan. That's one of my New Year's resolutions for next year. I'm gonna build me a computer. I'm going to lose 10 pounds. I want to lose 10 pounds. Not much. I ain't fat, but I still need to lose a little bit. It says, I'll have a 10 for. It says, Nintendo hates free advertising. They don't like people showing their games. They actually help sell their games. Nintendo hates free money. Nintendo is special, especially when it comes to um this weird thing they have with Nintendo YouTubers. It's like, you know what? They don't want Nintendo YouTubers to make money off them, but they don't want to pay them to advertise the same thing. You know, it's just a weird situation for Nintendo. And I don't know what their plan going forward, but this backfired on them before, because I remember at one point in time they had stopped all YouTube influencers from using their content on their channel, which was stupid. They found out like, hey man, it was the effect on their sales, and so they had to backtrack and step back from that. And I think they'll be a fool to incorporate something similar to that this go around, especially when you have a console that hasn't even been announced yet, and you think you're gonna escape it. I don't know. I agree with you on that statement. Son of Knuckle Tug says, why? Why would Nintendo hate free advertising and money when it promotes them? It promotes them because I believe, this is my opinion, that Nintendo would rather have complete control of their IPs than to trust that someone else would value their IP in the same light as they do. That's why I believe Nintendo has an issue with people freely using their content, even though they freely paid for it to do it. Now, if I was on this channel and I was talking to you about downloading or ripping off their games, that's one thing. But if I'm showing off a game, it's gameplay, and I'm having a good time playing it with my friends, that's nothing but a plus. When those people watch your videos, they say, man, I want that game too. Let me go out and buy it. That's how Fortnite got so popular. One person started playing it, some kids started playing it, and then it was on mobile. When Fortnite was on mobile, it was like it took over everything. And the minute they got greedy, it went down. Now they still making money, but they're not making the money they was making when it was freely on mobile devices. When there was like whole buses of kids playing Fortnite all together. I'm telling you, I've seen it. I've seen it, man. At a point in time when Fortnite was crazy, all these kids on the bus simultaneously playing Fortnite. It was a crazy time. So Nintendo is greater than PlayStation because of the censorship of games on the platform. Nintendo has gotten better in that area. As yet, I agree, especially in this generation. I think in this generation of the Switch, they have drastically improved. I mean, whoever, this original concept of the Switch was such a great concept. And like, to be honest, like, yeah, Wii U was a failure, but Wii U was still like a great concept. I still dug that game. I liked being able to sit, and play the game off my console. I just didn't like not being able to take it with me. So if I left and wanted to have that same experience, I had to bring my system with me, which it wasn't a big system, but that was still a lot to lug around. So, but yeah, I mean that's. I think that Nintendo has done a great job, a better job this generation of correcting the censorship issue and making the games more available on their platforms. So wouldn't the consumer who bought / promoted their games give feedback that makes a huge difference? Yes, you're absolutely right. It would be. It sounds foolish to not allow advertisement for their community. Once again, it does, but you know what? It's about control. I think Nintendo values the control of their IP. That's why they go so hard after people, even though like people will make great renditions of their IP, and you would think Nintendo would see that and say, hey man, let me value your skills, bring you onto our team, and utilize your skills to how to make us better. But Nintendo likes their own control, and they want it done when they want to do it. And yes, it sounds foolish and sounds selfish, but You know, there's a reason why this company has been around for over 100 years. You know, you have a gaming company that's been around for over 130 years. So you know what, to know that they had to make some tough choices, and why they made those choices, you know what, we might not understand, but they understand. So yes, right. Japanese culture is most Japanese people play on trains and on their way to work. Yeah, it's a the gaming atmosphere over in Japan compared to the gaming atmosphere in the U.S. Even though the U.S. is the bigger market, but how they approach those games is totally different than how we approach those games. Great comments, Miss O. Great comments. You too, Sonic Knuckletails. This is Miss O says, unfortunately, the most popular console platforms is mobile, like cellular phones. That's the largest and biggest moneymaker. Yeah, you know what? It's just so hard being a console player, even a handheld console player, and going to mobile. Because as come an older male, I view my mobile device as a tool, and it's hard to go back and forth and look at it as a video game system. Um, so it makes it tough for me to like even like I remember before trying to play like Halo off the Xbox app, and which it was, it was kind of fun, but would I go back and do it again? No. But yeah, over there in that market though, mobile is king. Supersonic Saved by Grace. It says, what would be more valuable to them than money? Community. Is it like your stream being awesome, but no viewers allowed to chat? Ooh, great. That's a great statement. You know what? If this was Nintendo 2016, they wouldn't have dared made that kind of comment because they needed people. But now you have a company that has, what, $100 billion in cash. You have a company that has almost $1 trillion in cash, and I think I think it's less than that. I think it might be like 200 billion. I don't think it's quite be. No, maybe I don't know. They have a lot of money in cash. I would say that a lot of money in cash, and so when you have a lot of money in cash, you tend to make big time moves. I mean, there are financially, Nintendo is in a tremendous better place than they were, in 2016. Yeah, listen, right there, Nintendo is burning money. Absolutely, they're burning money. And you know what? What's funny about that, about them burning all this money, is that I just hope they don't get overly confident and start to make dumb decisions like PlayStation. One thing you have to realize is that the current president of Nintendo is a finance guy. He's a money guy. So his decision making ain't quite like Iwata. You know what? It's not quite like Miyamoto. His decision is based upon how can I maximize our financial situation to continue to make the company grow. Now the blessing is he has a Japan background, and his Japan culture mindset is gonna keep video games first. However, his financial mindset is gonna continue to say, "Hey, how do we make more money?" And so we're in that situation now when we look at when this next system gonna, Nintendo can afford to be patient. In 2016, they could not afford to be patient. They had to let people know, "Hey, this is the code name." They had to do it in real. They had to do it in real man. They had to do it in real steps so people can get their mindset about what's going on. They had to talk about it a tad bit more. Right now, with all the money, don't got to. Miss O says, I am 40-year-old. I won't play games on my phone. Listen, Miss O, I'm the same way. Your boy will be 49. Get the oh my. I know. Excuse me. I'll be 50. I'm 49 now. I'll be 50 next May. And it's hard for me now. I used to play the little quick games, the little jump around, I play with them because it was a tap tap tap, it wasn't nothing. But to really get into like a really serious game and connect my phone, I don't want that experience. because I'm too distracted by so many other things. I want a game console to be a game console right here. I don't want to be distracted by phone calls, text messages, emails, none of that. No, that's a tool. This is a game. So I feel you 100%, Ms. O. Suicide Saved by Grace says, you can tell people not to chat, but then viewers might not want to come. It sounds like a dangerous slope to playing at the edge, but I don't understand this that well. You're right. I think everything you're saying is correct. And the bad part about it, Supersonic Saved by Grace, is that Nintendo has been here before. They tried this before, and the rebuke from the public was so strong they had to immediately back away from that. They had to say, "Oh, I'm sorry, we have to go back," because they tried to control all of their content on YouTube, and they were striking content creators. I mean, left and right, and they tried that. They wouldn't people weren't buying it. It's like, all right, then fine, we won't talk about your stuff. And they saw the effect of it. I don't understand. Like, they don't think this is going to happen again. They think just because they got a system coming out that people will say, hey, you know, all right, we won't support your stuff. We'll talk about other systems. I think Nintendo, like you said before, they're following a very slippery slope. And I think at the end of the day, it's going to come back to haunt them. Great content, people. Great conversations. Loving it, loving it, loving it. All right, let's see. Let's see if I got anything else to talk about before we get into the win. You got about an hour left. If you plan on looking at anything for Black Friday, it is that time. I'm going to look at one more of my, let's see, this is make sure anything else new that popped up. Tetris NES joins Tetris 99 this week. Tetris 99 is a fun game. I thought Super Mario 35 was a phenomenal game. They should bring that back. Pac-Man 99, phenomenal game. I'm hoping another 99 game comes to the NSO of service. I would love for that to happen because Pac-Man 99 was that game. All right, let's see. I think we're good. Matter of fact, this will be my last question before we jump over here to our wheel tonight. Has anybody else besides me used the Nintendo Music app? I love the thing. I absolutely love the thing. Supersonic Saved by Grace. He said, they are still a business, but what is a business without consumers? This is the hard part. Nintendo is in a very cocky position because their systems are marketed to 4, 5, 6 years old who don't know about these other things. They just want to play Mario and jump around. They have a marketing monster in a new movie that's going to probably come out in 2026 called Super Mario Brothers 2, whatever that is they're going to call it. And these kids are going to go see that movie and come and want to play those games. And Nintendo is going to continue to be dominant, man. And so when you're dominant and you know you have the hottest product and you know your next product is the hottest, most probably researched piece of hardware in history, you know, you kind of make them kind of decisions. So I understand, but yep, you're right. PlayStation is realizing not having games, they have to keep making hardware, and they are so desperate they release games on PC. Yeah, you know what? They had to find a way to make money. And I think in the long term, it's going to hurt them tremendously. Because when you take games like God of War, and you think of God of War, of course you think of PlayStation, but I mean, I can play those games on PC. So why do I need a PlayStation when I got a Steam Deck? It just make you not say, I mean, I don't need to have my games on. I could play without it. It's huge, man. I think that's a huge decision, a huge mistake, And I think, Xbox is heading that same direction. But the blessing with Xbox is different than PlayStation is that Xbox has Game Pass that's still generating them tons of money on a monthly basis. They're getting that, $14 or $20 every month from a lot of people, and they're just trucking along. Nintendo does. I mean, they don't. PlayStation don't have that. Miss O says, I have PlayStation Premium. I thought about picking that up. I'm still thinking about it only because I have a portal. And I was like, man, it would be dope to be able to stream some of these games to my portal, but I digress. And a PS5 and a PSVR 2. But my biscuits are burnt with PlayStation. Yeah. Because you know what? Because you got a dope PC as well. So you know what? Like, hey, just be a little patient, and that game is going to make its way to the play. Like Ghost of Tsushima plays extremely well on my Steam Deck. Extremely well. I can take it on the go. God of War 2018, God of War Ragnarok, both play extremely well on my handhelds. I can't even tell you the last time I cut on my PlayStation 5. It's been a grip. Now, Astrobot is going to get played. But what else? I can't say Wolverine. Don't know nothing about that game. Supersonic Saved by Grace says the kids are oblivious. The kids are oblivious, but the parents are following this news. Some parents, listen, believe that, some parents are, but a lot of parents don't. I'm going to tell you why. Because a lot of parents don't video game the way we video game. It's a lot of parents. You have parents that video game who are like me, that's in their 50s, but a lot of those parents, they lifing. So some things, it is not on their radar. So it makes it a little bit different. So, or do they care / need to? They probably need to care a lot more, but I don't think they do at all. Miss O says Nintendo needs to Mike Jones. But they keep not using great hype. Yes, you. Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. He said, Miss O said, I love Xbox and my Series X and Game Pass. See, Miss O, you like me. You got everything, don't you? I only thing I don't have is a gaming PC. But listen. But once again, like my Xbox Series X is right here. But ask me last time I played that bad boy. It's been a grip. Quake 311 in the building. My guy, man. What's going on with you, baby? Hold on. I got to post this comment if I get to Miss O's next comment. He says, evening, Gaming Dad. Can I get a go blue? Yes, you can, baby. Man, oh, man, listen. I'm going to tell this story real quick. A part of at my job, he was like, Michigan about to get their tail rang. And I was like, yeah, I don't think, you got this. You got Ohio State. You got Michigan in Ohio State with the second-ranked best team in the country that absolutely hates your guts. I said, yeah, this is the year. Michigan's 6-5. I think, yeah, this is the year we take a L. I didn't get to watch the game because I was working, but I'm checking in on my phone, and then I checked. First time I checked was at halftime, and it was 10-10. I said, 10-10. Well, what we got going on here? And I kept checking and kept checking and kept checking, and then fourth quarter came around. I said, it's still 10-10. Oh, we got a game here in the shoe. And then we went up. I said, oh, but I got to see the last 2 minutes. I was like, yes, buddy. And then it was over. And I said very loudly in front of all my friends, how about them Buckeyes? It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. Okay, all right. I'm done. But my brother from another mother, let me get you on the board. You came in just in time. We was conversating with the lovely Miss O and Supersonic Saved by Grace, and we was just talking about a gang of topics. Plant the flag. Oh, they was salty about that, buddy. Said, wait, did the Wolverine play state yet? Which one? Ohio State or Michigan State? Cause we beaten both of them this year, so that we good. Like I'm telling you, like even though our record doesn't say it should be a lot better than what it is. However, we've had a great year as long as we beat Michigan State and Ohio State. You can't lose to neither one of those. You win those games, everything else don't matter. I said, or is that next year? No, we played Ohio State in Ohio State this past weekend and beat their tail. They was the number 2 team in the country. We beat them tails by 3. 10-13. Ohio State didn't score a point in the second half. Not a point. Okay. Miss O says, you need Streets of Rage 4 is amazing on PS5. Oh, why is it amazing on PS5 and not the Switch? And Miss O, you know what? I haven't heard you. Do you own a Switch? Don't forget to get people to get your vote on and also hit the like button for your guy. I really, really appreciate it, man. We can get 3 more likes. Oh, yeah. We popped Michigan State already. He said, that's fire. Oh, man. Everywhere is Ohio. Oh, man, listen, don't worry, man. Listen, I own the Switch. All right. We was making sure. I heard all your other consoles. I didn't know you had a Switch, too. So at 40 years old, you are a diehard gamer. I love it. Miss O, we are here every Monday night. And if I'm not here on Monday night, only because I coach middle school basketball, and some of my games are going to fall on a Monday night. If it's an away game, it's going to be hard for me to get home and stream. But if it's a home game, I can get home in enough time to stream. I tend to stream like a half an hour later. But Miss O, we also do a Christmas stream. Should definitely come out and hang out with us. We talk about a little bit of games, but we pretty much I just give away tons of gift cards, and I'm gonna give away a game. Don't know what game I'm gonna give away yet, but I'm gonna give away some games, and we're gonna play some games together, like some Mario Kart and maybe some Mario Party. You know, things we could or some we haven't played. What's that one game I should play all the time? It's Oh, I hate when I have brain farts. What's the name of that game with the sus character? It's gonna come up like boom. But however, what is that game? I can't think of it to save my life. You could give away a copy of Astrobot. I could. You're right. But I just don't know how many people in the channel has a PS5. Among Us. Yes, there it is. Among Us. I couldn't figure it out to save my life. Boy, I tell you. That's what happens when you get a little older. You tend to forget some things sometimes. Hold on. Miss O says she has a Steam Deck analog pocket. Listen, we own it. We here. I do not have a Dreamcast no more. But I do let's see. I do have an analog pocket. Oh, you know what? I could give away an analog pocket. I do have an extra analog pocket. I could give away an analog pocket. That would be dope, wouldn't it? I'm gonna think about that one. I'm gonna think about that. I thought about it last year, and then I changed my mind. But that bad boy sit right here, brand new, in the box. That would be dope to bless somebody with that. All right. I still got my Wii U. I got my Switch. I don't have an original Xbox, but I do have a 360. I don't have an original PlayStation, but I still have my PS3 and 4. An Evercade. I thought about picking up an Evercade. Is the Evercade worth it? That's a great question. Because I really, really thought about picking up one. I just thought that system, that concept was pretty dope. It just never took the time to get around to it. Oh, my goodness. I gotta skip down to this comment because this is one of my former students. Ricky. Hey, buddy, how you doing, man? Hey, Ricky, listen. Hey, buddy, listen. Just because you came out on the stream tonight, I gotta put you on the board, man. Down here, Ricky Morrow. How you doing, man? How's your mom? I hope things is going on well with you. Let me tell you about Ricky. Anybody that know me? Yes, the FK is worth it. Oh. Okay, next question, Miss O. How much was the Evercade? Do you just have the portable system, or do you have this? Do you have the console? Say, Ricky said, I've been doing good. Ricky, how old are you right now? You got to be about 19 or 20 by now. Ricky would listen. Ricky was the only kid ever in my life to punch me. Ricky punched me, but Ricky, what happened? I punched him back. Ricky was my guy though. After we 19, when Ricky did that, Ricky didn't know what was going on with life. But Ricky is he ended up being my guy. We had good Christmas, and we bought Ricky some shoes, and what I forgot. I bought you a watch. Didn't I buy you a watch? No, it's okay, man. You was a kid, man. That's what kids do, man. Kids make irrational decisions. Yeah, they make irrational decisions. That's all right. We lived and we learned, and we're better people because of it. I said, okay. So Miss O says, they make a Game Boy looking handheld for $60. Oh man, you'll make me get on my computer tonight in my bed before I go to sleep and have to look up some stuff. It says, I have the Versus and the EXP. Okay. I did listen, man, ask you a question, Ms. Mo. Did you pre-order that the 64 3D from Analog? I pre-ordered that bad boy as soon as it dropped, because I got all kind of 64 cartridges around here. That was a must. But you're going to have me looking up this Evercade. I just want the Evercade because I think they got a good version of Street Fighter. And I love Street Fighter. I don't care what is on. D1 said, I got to play Streets of Rage. So I played Streets of Rage 4 when I had a Switch. Didn't like the stiff gameplay compared to the first two. So I wonder in Streets of Rage, what makes it better on the PS5? I need to know. Suicide says, the sheep is coming, my brother. The sheep is coming. Ricky says, I got my ID and got my life together too. Oh, man, listen, I'm proud of you, young man. Ricky says, I remember us playing the Switch in class. Yeah, man, we had good times, man. We had good times. Remember when I gave what's that kid name? I gave him a Switch. His name will come to me in a minute. Miss O says, I passed on 3D. I didn't grow up with a Nintendo 64, and I do have it with a bunch of games. I never played it. Oh, shame. Shame, Miss O. Shame, you missed out. There's some good games on that 64. Good wrestling games. There's some great wrestling games on the 64. The sheep is coming. The sheep is coming. Yeah, Ricky, we had some good time. Ricky, where are you living right now? I know I'm putting your business out there. I'm sorry. Are you still here in Georgia? Said miss out on that. Yeah, that's all right, man. Things happen for a reason, man. People come in people's lives for a reason. I'm just glad I was a part in your life for the time that you was in my class. Wait till I talk to Roderick. So you're in Kentucky, okay? Yeah, I still talk to Roderick. Yep, I'm gonna let him know that I talked to you. That's right, Miss O. Golden Eye was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Timmy Bow 27 says, I'm all the way up in Canada. You know what, man? I got another regular Timmy. He is from Canada as well. His name is on the channel. His Gorilla Tactics. He's a Canada guy too. So all right, listen. So Timmy, are you a Drake? Are you a Drake fan? We tease. Listen, my boy Gorilla Tactics is a Drake fan. His thumbnail is Drake. It's so funny. Ricky says, "You helped me out a lot, man. I tried, Ricky, as much as I could, man. I'm a firm believer in being a seed planter. You know what? You gotta plant seeds sometimes, and then you know what? You try your best to water it as much as you can, but you count on God to make it grow. So I'm just glad, man, I was a positive influence in your life when you was here. I enjoyed you, even though you used to call my name like 100 times and ask me what time it was. Miss Reed, what time is it? What time is it? Miss Reed, what time is it? That's why I bought you a watch for Christmas. CMG says, Switch 2 be delayed again? Man, I hope not. I don't think so, man. I think it's too much information that's leading us to say, hey, this thing is coming to production. This thing is coming out next year. I don't foresee them. I would really hate, because Nintendo could do this. I would hate if they would delay this thing and wouldn't release it to like the summer. I just think that is way like late summer to like September, at August, September. I would really, really dislike them for doing that. I think this system should be no later than May. Don't wait till this should be the first half of the year. No later than May. Let's see. I'm missing some of these comments. It says, guess I got a ride with Drake. Woo-wee. Listen. Now, Tim, listen. I don't know. I just know my experience when Not Like Us dropped, dog. I'm telling you, I was like, wow. Wow. Good people. Don't forget, man, to hit the like button, man. Don't forget, hook your brother up, man. Hit the like button. And if you get a chance, if you're on YouTube, get your vote on. And the question of the night is, could Nintendo Switch be delayed again? Help a brother out, man. Helps the algorithm. Get your vote on and interact with the stream. All right. So, yeah, listen. And then to hear your boy Drake, man, is back. He's trying to sue. He's trying to sue Spotify. I think he's trying to get out that deal, but man, hey, that might backfire on him too. So I don't know. That's the best decision he could have made. Ricky says, you helped me start taking jokes. I still remember the things you taught me that helped me in my life. Oh man. I'm glad, Ricky. You know what? Listen, always remember, man, learn to laugh at yourself. Oh, somebody gave me the dislike. Oh, don't diss me like that. Don't diss me. Oh, man, but that's cool. But yeah, man, listen, always remember, man, people's opinions of you are just what they are. They're opinions. And to never value them over the opinion you have for yourself. Always have a strong opinion of yourself. Always remember that. Love you over everybody else. She said, what's wrong with Drake and Taylor Swift? I know, right? It's like everybody doesn't like them that much. Is it definitely? It didn't. Oh, man, that's funny, man. That's funny. The old dude gets no mention. The way he pulled and carried over Rappy. He did pull a carry, man. He's like, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna sue you guys. How did this song become number one? Oh man, poor Drake. Poor Drake. Oh yeah, Nintendo has a history of moving games back. Yeah, they sure do. But I just feel like with this new system, man, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I felt like this in 2024. So in 2025, man, if this system has been ready for, rumor has it this system has been ready for the last 2 years. So you think about 2-year technology, and you're gonna stretch out another year because the Switch is still selling. That system is still selling, man. And them games is still selling. They like, it like Nintendo is making mad money. But I think, they need to go ahead and drop this thing. Their fans who have stuck with them, through the Wii U, man, they owe it to us. I feel you. Miss O says, did they ever release Wind Waker on the Switch? No. And I think it's coming, and I think it's gonna come in this time period. Let me see. Let me see. I can move this down. That's all in the way. Yeah, I think it's coming sooner than later. I think it's gonna probably, if they stretch this Switch 2 out to, let's say, May, I think we're gonna get a surprise drop. Cause they gotta have some form of direct. It's gonna happen between now and May. We can guarantee that because it really wasn't one in. Matter of fact, it wasn't one in September. They're not gonna wait almost a year. Well, they could. I don't think they would wait almost a year before they have some form of presentation. So we're gonna get something. So hopefully, that and those Metroid games get dropped sooner than later. I would like to see them both dropped. To me before the system comes out. Nintendo's smart, man. This continue to, give us a nice, cause they got a really nice lineup building, but there's nothing in February. You got Xenoblade Chronicles X in March. You have Donkey Kong in January, but you don't have nothing in March. So I think, Nintendo could have something to fill those gaps, but they're gonna need some form of presentation, I think, in January to announce a couple of things. Ricky says, I was one of your first subscribers. Ricky, that's right. That's right. I did start that channel when you was in my class. Get out of here. He said, I remember you started the channel and coming into class talking about it. Yeah, that's right. Ricky. D1 says, is the Brothership game Switch or Switch 2? It's Switch. Yeah, it's Switch. Matter of fact, and it's out already. Reviews say that it's kind of easy. So it's like one of them things. Like my son Joshua is a fan of the Mario and Luigi series. So I know he was going to want it because he was a fan of the series on DS. So I don't know. I was like, I'll pass. I don't pass too much on games like that, but I'll pass on that though. So I would love them to make a new Wind Waker open world game. It will be sick. You know what? You are absolutely correct. If they made it like that, yeah, I think a new Wind Waker would be great. I just don't know how that fits into the Zelda timeline. Or maybe they could take that Wind Waker style and use it to kind of remake some other like really, really good, so I say, Game Boy Zelda games. They have some great Zelda 3DS games that is stuck on that system that I wish they would I wish they would bring up to speed and remake. I would definitely be about that. All right, good people, man. Listen, man, I love the conversation. I'm glad that it picked up. It was tight, a little tight earlier today, but the conversation really, really picked up. But we're at that time of the evening. We got 17 people on the Wheels of Steel, and we do our giveaway. We give away every Monday night. Remember, next Monday we start at 9:00 p.m. So don't. So Toon Link is awesome. Yes, you listen. When Toon Link came out for Smash Brothers, and speaking of Smash Brothers, I talked about this last week, but I just had a conversation again about Super Smash Brothers, and what made the Direct such a great piece of marketing and entertainment for the masses was that, yes, you was getting games, but on top of that, man, you was getting reveals of Smash titles and Smash people That's the reason why I firmly believe that Nintendo can just repackage Smash for the Switch 2 to make it do a little couple updates and add a new Fighters Pass to it, and everybody have an ultimate version with all the current pass people in the game, and then have a brand new Fighters Pass on top of that. Because the game is good right now. It don't matter what system you play it on. I would be all in favor, and they would get my money again. That's how you say, hey, man, listen, you got a great product, and you can put everything into one game, all the characters, and then give me some more. Oh, bad. Hey, listen, I'm in. Like Flynn. But yeah, Toon League, man, I was so glad to get that Smash Brothers amiibo. Ricky says, I'm going to get on you next. I'm going to get on your next stream. Oh, you'll be back for my next stream. Yeah, man, come back through, man. Monday night, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. We give out this free Nintendo eShop every Monday night. So I was honestly thinking about if you're doing well also. Hopefully we could play some games together again. Yeah, man. I'm hoping to get back to that point, man. It's just basketball season, boy. We in full stream. At coaching middle school basketball at Rockmart, so they almost released Mike Jones on Smash Bros. Freaking love, listen. Hey, Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. All right, good people. Without any further ado, I'm glad y'all hung out with me. Let's get into it. If you know this how it go, if your name is picked first, that means you're eliminated. You hear the sweet tones of my boy Peter Griff.
You are out of here.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Without any further ado, I got about 5 more seconds left. If you currently have a Twitch account, I am on Twitch, currently streaming right now simultaneously. All you gotta do is log in to Gaming Dad 1906 on Twitch and jump on from your Twitch account, and you'll have yourself another chance to win $10. I'm gonna give yourself about a couple minutes. Might take you a minute to go ahead and log on before I get started. Oh, thank you, Miss O, with the $2 holla. I'll appreciate you in all that you do. She said, with a, you had a doggy with the big. I wish I could show it on screen. Oh, such a cute little doggy, and I love dogs. I have a couple. You know what though? But it was sad. You know what though? I never shared this with the channel. You know what? Your boy, I lost one of my dogs. My dog Hero passed, and he was my oldest dog, and that's probably the reason why I kind of went off the channel for a little bit, because of the fact that I was just dealing with so much, man. And my dog never comes downstairs, but one morning I was getting ready to go to work. He came downstairs, and we've been noticed he wasn't eating, and we trying to figure out what was going on. And he came, he was just laying down in my son's room. So I went in there and kind of just, I pet him, and something told me just to pray for him, and I prayed for him, and I said, Lord, just let him heal, but if it's his time, Lord, let him be with you. That's what I said to him. And man, I went off to work, man, and not even an hour later, my wife was calling me like, Hero's gone. And that was sad, and I couldn't be there to kind of like help my family through that, because I was far away working, and that was tough, man. And but we had him cremated. And then that was expensive. I mean, it was expensive, more expensive than I thought it was gonna be. It was expensive. But we had him cremated, and they was able to. My daughter, I love my daughter, man. She paid for. So they took an imprint of his paw, and left some hair from him in the paw. And it's like a little thing. So I can look at it and see his paw. It's like, oh man, Hero was such a great dog. I'm gonna see if I can pull up a. Oh, listen, I can't. I got to switch screens. I can't do it over here, because I might show you some pictures I ain't supposed to be showing you online. Y'all be like, Gaming Dad, what's going on here? Let me go back here real quick. Let's see, can I find this? I want to show y'all. I have a really good picture. I just want to see if it's in my. Oh, there we go. Let's go here. Okay, we'll go to that. me see if I can. I want to show y'all this picture of him real quick. We took this picture of him. We went to the beach, and it was our first time taking him to the beach. We went to Destin, Florida, and oh, he loved it. He loved it so much. But we had 3 dogs. He was just one of 3, but he was our oldest dog. We've had him for a long. Was he that old? Yeah, we had him for a long time. So he was 14. It was Hero. I just want to get to this picture because I really want to show y'all because he was so happy when I took this picture. Where is it? Come on, Dave. They ready for the wheel. Don't forget, good people, I am broadcasting live on Twitch at Gaming Dad 1906. There he is. There it is. Let me switch back over. If I can find it. Where is that? All right, there's Hero. That's my guy. We was in the beach, and that was this past summer. Old man Hero. It's a funny story, man. He got his name. My kids were young, and so we got him from Petland. It was a Petland. They do their little adoptive days, and so we went out there, and Hero came and sat right by my feet. I was just standing. I was off to the side, wasn't paying attention. He walked to me, sat by my feet, and then I was like, "Oh, it's a cute little doggy." Rubbed his head and then walked off to the other side. And that dog followed me and it came and sat by my feet. And my wife looked at me and I looked at her. I said, "If I move again, if he comes sit by my feet, I gotta take this joker home." And sure enough, I moved. He just waited, and then he came and walked and sat right by my feet. And so we took him home, and he's been with us ever since. And so, this was my guy though. Love him to death, man. I took this picture of him with my Fuji camera. And that's another picture of him right there. Yeah, he had a good time. He just loved. I think he just loved seeing the water and watching us play. Yeah, good old Hero, man. Love that dog. That was my dog. The other dogs ain't my dogs. I hate to say that. I love my other dogs too, but that was my dog. Like everything I paid for, like that's my guy right there. So it'll be a minute before I get another dog. We got 2 more dogs here, but I had a really emotional attachment to this guy here. He's a good guy, good doggy, good doggy. All right. Good people, let's get back. I know a little sad moment. Yeah, but I did listen. Yeah, that was my guy, Miss O. He was my guy. I love that dog. Yes, thank you, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate the comments. Yeah, but I was sad, man. Listen. I was tearing up and everything. That was my guy. I wasn't expecting him to leave, because he's been around so long, You lost your pet. I know you love just as much as you. Yeah, just as much as my other doggies. All right, good people. Let me get off of this here. All right. I gave y'all some chances. Nobody new popped up here. So you know what? We own like Donkey Kong to make sure I got everybody some noctills. All right. We good. 17 people the wheel still. We're gonna go ahead and see who gets out first. And I'll read a couple more comments before we start. Said my poppy, it was hard for him to lose. Let go our dog. Macy. Oh, January 10th. Yeah, man, losing a dog, man, it's like it's like losing a family member, man. That stuff people don't understand how tough that is. Hero will always be in your heart. He will. You know what? He absolutely will. I was like, you know what? I'm so glad I was able to get that picture of him before we moved on. Like, you know what? That was my guy, man. Yeah, thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Dave says it's always very sad to lose a pet. I've lost 2 dogs in my life and currently have 3 cats. One of them is 8 or 9, so I don't know how many more years I will have And or the others. Yep. Yeah, I think you know what you probably should you'll get a lot more mileage. At 15. Like Hero was like 14. I think it's like he was like yeah. I think they kind of lied on his paperwork. I think he was a lot older when we got him, but I think he had a pretty good life with us. This is January 10th. Bought us guys Cracker Jacks, long name. Both were black labs, but okay, yeah. See, okay, all right. Listen, I would like a black lab. I don't know what kind of dog I'll get next though, but he got to be a lovey dovey. I don't like I like a good lovey pet, but I want to protect her though. I want one that's gonna say, hey, I don't know you yet, and until my master say you good, you the enemy. All right, good people. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and see who is our first loser of tonight. The wheel spin is going to spin, spin, spin. Who's up for the win? And our first loser off the board is my guy, Ruben, earlier with the $10 super chat. But
you lose.
He is out of here, ladies and gentlemen. He is out of here. Please pray for my dad. I had to make him go to the urgent care and at the unit check. Oh my goodness, yeah, I sure will. I was with him tonight dealing with this. Absolutely, I will absolutely. Matter of fact, listen, we're gonna pray on stream at the end. After every stream, Miss O, at the very end, after the wheel is over, I always pray for everybody who spent time with us today because it's important. You know what? You could be doing anything else in this world, but you chose it to come spend with me. Something drew you to this channel, so I want to keep you around, and I want to always pray for you because I want you to have mass success. So, all right, I will definitely do that at the end. I'll make sure we give him the shout out and send him up to the Lord. All right. Next up, who's up next to catch the flex and be the next one bounced off the wheel to steal, and it will be. Dang, he went back to back, Ruben. Oh, you know what? Listen, I'm gonna remove this one here. I didn't remove the first one. Now let's go again. We're gonna go again because I removed the first one. Who's up next to catch the flex? And it will be. Dang, Ruben, it can't be again, is it? Oh, you shouldn't be next to one another. Ruben is out of here, ladies and gentlemen.
You are out of here.
All right, we're down to 15 people. Let's see who's up next. If this wheel is right, it could be CMG. It is not. Timbo 27, man, you out of it. Don't forget, Timbo, if I win tonight, I promise you already I will give you my winnings. And but you are out of here. I'm not posting your comment, Supersonic, Saved by Grace. That comment is not very Saved by Grace-like. All right, we're down to 14 people, ladies and gentlemen. 14 people. Who's up next to catch all the flex? And it will be my brother from the UK, Brazzard, 24/7 YT. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we keep it moving and grooving as he's up next to catch the flex, and it will be who? And I think it will be Dave Dub is out of here. It never gets old. It never gets old. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're down to 12. Mighty Swell. Who's up next to catch the flex? And it will be. Uh-oh. Is it? Oh, channel moderator SOC is out of here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're down to 11. We're down to 11. What did the sheep say? What did the sheep say? Solid Uncle Tales. What did the sheep say? It never gets old. I gotta wait. My part coming in. Gotta wait. There it is. It like that last one came from down deep. That's why I like to hear the end. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Who's up next to catch the flex and see will be our next loser of the night. And it will be representing. Will it be? Oh, Dub City is our next loser of the night.
You lose.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me get a little squig of water to help my vocals. All right, we are number 9 left. I said we are number 9 left, but 9 left in the building. Let's see who's up next to catch all of the flex. And it will be, newcomer, Miss O.
It's all there, black
It's out
and
of
white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Good day, ma'am. Thank you for coming out and hanging with us. Stick around. We'll be doing a little bit, and so I get what I pray on. But I thoroughly enjoyed your advice on the PC market, your comments on Evercade. I'm gonna look that up tonight, and everything you had to say today. I pray that you come back and hang out with us every Monday. All right. Without any further ado, we're down to 8. Who's up next for the date? And our winner tonight will be, ladies and gentlemen, we got a winner tonight. It will be, it's your boy, Gaming Dad with the dub tonight. But you know how we do.
Psych.
Better luck next time. Slug heads.
Gaming Dad is off the board, ladies and gentlemen. Darn. I thought I was going to be in the winner's circle tonight. But we're going to keep it moving and grooving. We're down to 7, the lucky number 7, the number of completion. And old school, new school, need to learn those. It's the girl, Holly Pinky, my girl. But she is out of here.
Very good. Very good. You know something?
No suit for you.
Come back. 1 year.
Next.
Next.
All right, we're down to 6 in the mix. Who's up next to catch the flex? It will be who? Who would it be? It looks like it's going to be, CMG. CMG. Oh, CMG is out of here. Please exit left. CMG is off the board, ladies and gentlemen. Been blown to smithereens. All right, we got 5 all the way live. Who will it be? Who will it be? Supersonic, saved by grace, but not on the wheel. You out of here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're down to our final 4 in the building. Old school, new school. I spelled it wrong, but it's Quake 311. Old school, new school. Steve M representing those Green Bay Packers. D1 in the building, representing HBCUs. And the former student, the only student ever to get a punch off and landed on Mr. Reed, Ricky Morrow, ladies and gentlemen. Our final 4 is in the building. But there can only be one winner tonight. As we keep it moving and grooving, who will it be? There was 4. Soon it will be 3. And next up, to catch the flex, Ricky, nope. Representing Las Vegas in the building, Quake 311 is out of here. Quake 311 is out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We're down to, Lord Jesus. We're down to 3. There was 3. Soon it will be 2. Who will it be? It's coming up close. Them Packers is going down like they will be Thursday night against the Lions. Steve M is out of here. Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're down to our final 2. Championship round right here on Gaming Dad Live. This week in gaming, we broadcast every Monday night. 8:30 is usually our usual time, but next week will be 9 p.m. So come on through and enjoy a good time and maybe win yourself an eShop card. But for now, boys and girls, Nick Cannon, where you at, please? We need Nick on the building. Where is Nick at? I gotta find Nick real quick. As a kid, I got too many screens open. Let me close some of this stuff down. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Nick Cannon on the drums, please. Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this is our final round. The winner will take home $10 holla in eShop points. Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Cannon, hit it with the drums, please. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, here he goes. And tonight's winner will be, it's getting close. It's getting close. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Ricky Morrow is out of here. You came so close, but you're out of here. Nick Cannon. Nick. And tonight's winner will be D1 Kids. Give it up for D1 one time. D1 is our winner tonight. Ricky, man, you came in real close, man. That's a great start, man, to be a newcomer to the stream. But there can only be one winner tonight, man. Come out next week. We can do it again, my friend. Miss O, I enjoyed you quite immensely. Please come back and hang out with us. But like I end every stream, I always like to end my stream in prayer. If you, wherever you at in your world, you can just close your eyes for a hot second and bow your heads and let me get my prayer on. I kindly appreciate it. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank and praise your holy name, Lord. I pray that the Holy Spirit comes in and overtakes this prayer. I would like to pray, Lord, for Miss O and her family and her father, Lord. I pray right now and claim in the name of Jesus that his issue with his urinary tract infection, Lord, is cured. I pray, Lord, that he take the steps going forward to not put his body at risk ever again, Lord. I pray, Lord, he learns the tools and things that he can do naturally to be able to heal his body, Lord. I thank you, Lord, for healing. I thank you, Lord, for this prayer. I thank you, Lord, for allowing me to be able to come before you in front of this internet, Lord, and just be able to praise your holy name, Lord. I pray in the name of Jesus that you bless everyone that came out tonight, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you bless them spiritually, emotionally, and financially. I pray, Lord, that you bless their relationship with their families and friends, Lord, and the ones they keep close, that they love. I pray, Lord, that they surrender them to you. I pray, Lord, that as we move forward, Lord, in this upcoming year, Lord, I pray, Lord, that you bless this country and that you bless us here on the stream going forward. I just thank you, Lord, for this allowing me this opportunity, Lord. You chose us today to be able to wake up and praise your name, and that is a blessing within themselves, Lord. And so I'm so grateful, Lord, for this opportunity. May peace and mercy and grace be upon everyone who hears my voice. In Jesus' mighty name, I pray and give thanks to you, Lord. Amen. Good people, this is your boy, Gamey Dad, man. Thank y'all for hanging out with me, man. Once again, we are live again next Monday at 9 p.m. instead of 8:30. It'll be 9. If I can get home early enough, I'll start at 8:30, but more than likely it's going to be 9 o'clock. But, man, listen, I had a great time tonight, great conversation. I look forward to having some more come next week. Maybe we hear some more news from Nintendo. Maybe we hear some more information about the Legion Go S and its price point. I think it should be a pretty good system, but if you got a Legion Go or a Steam Deck, you know what I'm saying, I don't really see the purpose of adding another gaming PC. Like, I won't get another one, but I love my Legion Go. I think it's powerful enough, and it does what I need to do. I just got to be able to buy some things to kind of connect it to the TV, connect it to my monitor so I can keep it going. Let's see. Ricky says, amen. Suicide Saved by Grace says, next direct, likely March. I think it's before that, man. I think we're going to get some form of presentation of some kind in January. I'm betting on January. It's lining up too good for it not to be. Miss O says, thank you for your prayers. Absolutely. Anytime. Quay 311. Yes, sir. Please give us a new Steam VR set. You know what? D1 was talking about that earlier. That would be dope. I think so. If they give out a cheaper VR set, I think it needs to be cheaper. I think right now it's a little expensive. But I will say this here, Miss O, if you're not a subscriber, you know what? I would love for you to be a subscriber. I totally dig think the vibe you bring, and I think you would be great. Ricky, man, listen. Say, hey, Gaming Dad, do you still teach? Absolutely, buddy. I'm still. Matter of fact, the classroom has moved from Cedartown High School, is at Rockmart High School now. So, yeah, I'm still teaching, man. I got about 5 students in my class, and I'm still doing my thing, buddy. Matter of fact, I got to be at work early tomorrow morning. But, you know, I had such a great stream. I usually don't stream this late. This is a very long time. Usually my streams are over with at about, you know, at no later than 11. But, you know, we had 12 o'clock. But we had such a good time, and I was like, you know, just keep this party going. I am subscribed. All right, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you and all that you do. Don't forget, if you have not hit the like button before you leave, man, before you chime out tonight, man, hit that like button. The channel will definitely appreciate you. And with that further ado, you know how I like to do. I'm going to end my stream in the immortal words of Don Cornelius from Soul Train. Peace, love, and soul, good people. Have a wonderful week. I will see you guys next week. Cyber Monday is about 7 minutes to go. You better jump on while you can. If not, you just missed out. And don't worry, there'll be some more sales coming up before Christmas. So just have a good week, man. Stay safe. Stay blessed. If you don't do nothing else for yourself tonight, get your read on, man. Read that word, man. Food for your soul. I'm about to read before I go to bed. I don't care if it is midnight, and I got to get up in 7 hours. All right, good people, this is your boy Gaming Dad, and I am Audi 5000G. Peace.